this. I'm gonna try to get this into the show some kind of way. Yeah, buddy. All right, that's enough of that Luther Vandross. He plays so finely, don't you agree? All right, I just want to say welcome to yet another episode of the Relationship Rehab, where I, Brian Redman, will be your host on tonight. And on tonight, we gonna have ourselves a funky good time. Cause I got to take you higher. Fred. Where is Fred? Fred got that little horn. I'm about to take y'all higher. But I do want to say this. Tonight's show, let me tell y'all right now, because I don't want no shit from none of y'all. This is going to be a graphic video. So warning, the following content on tonight will be considered graphic, disturbing, fucked up. I don't want to see it, whatever the case may be. So if you are having any type of issues with seeing graphic material, take your punk ass to another channel and come back tomorrow. Because on tonight, it's going to be some shit. So I'm just telling y'all that right now. I ain't going to be playing no games with y'all. I ain't going to be telling y'all one thing and then telling y'all and showing y'all something. Nope, it's going down. So without further ado, my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Now listen, I want to explain something because somebody made a comment in my comment section, and it was a video I did a few days ago, and they just like didn't see what was funny in the video. So I was laughing and making some jokes here and there, and it was about, you know, some content, some shit that was going on and didn't turn out well for everybody in the show. But I will say this. For those of you that don't know me, this your first time watching me or something like that, yes, you will see me laughing at some shit that some or most people may not laugh at. However, I have to do this because I have to laugh to keep from crying. Yes, I have become desensitized to some of this shit. Yes, just with me being coming from the neighborhood I grew up in and the post-traumatic stress syndrome that I suffer from, I can find some amusing shit and some tragic shit. Yes, I can. However, I just want you to know that it is not intentional to offend you, but I'm telling the motherfucking truth, and this is my platform, so I can do what the fuck I want. So I'm just saying, just for those of you who may watch this, you may see me laugh, crack jokes. I mean, you know, people get shot on the show. When they watching the show, people get shot. What will I do?
Well, he died doing what he loved. Getting shot.
I'll play something like that. That's just what I do. You know, some people might die on the show. What will I do? I might do something like, I may do that. Somebody gets knocked the fuck out. I may say, someone please call 911. That is what I do. If somebody just so happened to die, I may just I may do this. So you have been forewarned. So don't be mad and you ain't got to tell me I don't see what's funny in this presentation. I don't see what they laughing at. Next thing, and then we're going to move forward. Any and everybody that's watching this show right now. And hey, I want to give a shout out to my man, Angry Man. Angry Man, you motivated me, and I don't know if you're watching or not, but you motivated me to do something that I should have been doing a long time ago. And now I'm doing it. If you go back to some of my shows, and by all means, y'all can feel free to go back to any of my previous shows and watch them. You will notice that I have taken the time to start to edit some of these shows where I'm cutting out that 15 minutes in the beginning. I'm going to try my best to do that. Angry Man, thank you so much for motivating me, to getting me to do it. And yes, I still need your help. If you would like to help me do it, great, because I have a lot of videos that I need to go back and just do that. So on like some of these videos, I want to cut out that. I'm gonna definitely cut out the 15 minutes from now when I go back and do an edit. But I'm also going to cut out some of the monologues in the beginning, especially like when it's taking me a while to get started, to get going. Just some of that stuff, going back through there and cutting that part out. I'm definitely going to do that. So just want to let you guys know that. But for those of you watching now, this is a commentary. I will be stopping the video and I will be talking. I'll run my mouth on my platform the way I want, how long I want. So I just want all y'all to know and to understand right now, yes, I'm going to be stopping. So any of you dumbasses that's going to be watching this on the replay talking about, he keep pausing the video. Why he keep talking to the video? Why don't he just play the damn video, man? It's a commentary, motherfucker. It's supposed to be stopped. So I don't want to hear any of those type of comments from any of you peasants that don't like it. All right? Now, don't have me get up on my throne and put you in your place like I've done plenty of times before. I will sit plenty of you $5 niggas asses down and make change. So don't make me do it. All right, now that we've done that part, let's go ahead and let's move into the show, shall we? Great. All right, so here's what's going on. You're about to see a video of a man who wrecked the buffet at the Beverly Hills at the Beverly Hills Country Club. Is this the man who but let me stop. But let me say this. What you're about to see is a video of a man who has gotten arrested. He was wanted, he had felony in Ohio. And he was a suspect in some crimes that were committed, some credit card frauds and all that kind of stuff in Texarkana. He also assaulted a police officer, and he got caught, and now he's on his way to jail. However, on his way to jail, he dies in police custody. Now, shout out to my wife for sending me this video because I had not seen it until she sent it. Thank you so much. And it was one of those things to where I had to watch it a couple of times so that I could be as objective as I can. Thank you, Troy Sherman, for letting me know there's no chat. This is why I need y'all. This is exactly why I need y'all, because it only takes a second. I just be forgetting to do it because there's so much other stuff I'm doing. But this person dies in police custody. And it's one of those things where it literally was just a series of unfortunate events. And I'm going to give my perspective on it, of course. But I want you guys to look at this too. And I want to hear from you guys to see what you guys think about this. If this was the fault of the police department or not. Now, they have just recently, like 3-4 days ago, filed a wrongful death suit. And I'm quite sure that they going to settle out of court for some obscene amount of money. But the thing that I want to drive home is this. Because everybody does that shit now. Putting up GoFundMes and suing the city, suing the state, or suing the county is what the hell people are in business for now. Especially when it comes to niggas dying by the hands of the police or with police being around. So that's the thing. So I get all that. That's whatever. My goal in this is to try to prevent this kind of stuff from happening, because I believe that there's a huge problem in how and the way that we go to jail. Niggas don't want to go to jail. And I get it, but look, when you're doing shit wrong, when you're out there in them streets, when you bout that life, when you out there turning up, when you going after the bag, when you hustling, all that other shit, please remember and please know and accept the fact that jail comes along with that. Now, some cases penitentiary time may come along with that. How long or whatever you go to the penitentiary, that's all yet to be determined depending on what you did and what kind of money you got so you can pay for a lawyer. But please know, any of you niggas out here, when y'all do crime, when you do fuck shit, you robbing, you stealing, you capping, you dealing, whatever the case may be. Damn, that rhymed. I should be a rapper. Whatever it is, jail come along with this shit. You will go to jail at some point. You will not pass go, and you will not collect $200. Why do you fight it, try to avoid it, and die trying not to go to jail? It's only jail. If you're going to jail, at worst, you can only be held for 364 days. So understand that. Jail is, it's not okay. I know you don't want to get locked up, but jail ain't the penitentiary. And if you out here committing crimes, nigga, know that you're going to get caught at some point. Know that you might get ran in and go to jail at some point. Be ready for it. Have a lawyer on retainer. Learn the law so you know the crimes you're committing, what you can go to jail for, and how long you can go to jail. It's like, goddamn, people, we've been at this shit for too long. I've been telling niggas about this shit for too long. You have to realize, having court in the street, trying to fight the police, you're not gonna win. You never win. Now, your family might get a few 100,000 or a few million after, your family might be able to fuck up some commas after your stupid ass die, but stop it, because I believe that your life is not worth a few commas for some motherfuckers who didn't even give a fuck about you for the most part when you was here. And now they about to benefit off your ass now that you are climbing the stairway to heaven. You done got on that heavenly express and done went to the upper room with Jesus. That's the only time niggas give a fuck about you. And I'm talking about most, because this mostly happens to black men. These young black brothers, y'all fuck around and do all this wilding out. Y'all fuck around making all these bad choices and all this shit. But then, the only time a motherfucker give a fuck about you or shed a tear about you is when they can file a wrongful death or they can get a GoFundMe off your dead ass, and then they don't hear shit else about you. They don't give two shits about you once they done got that money from what's it called? GoFundMe. And once that lawsuit done settled and they get that check after that law firm get that 33 1/3. Stop letting your life just wind up to be a bunch of commas for a bunch of other motherfuckers that are not worthy of it. I'm just saying. And without further ado, let's do this. Now, y'all did see, let me give a shout out to a few people in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat on the relationship rehab, and shout out to everybody in the chat on the United Guns of America. There we go. All right. So, those of you who, well, everybody should have seen this, right? The warning. The following video contains disturbing content that may not be appropriate for some viewers. You have been warned. All right? All right. Now, what I do want to do is I want to read to you this article first, because y'all know that sometimes I can read pretty good, and I think that the reading part of this is really fundamental. Okay? So this is a story that was just posted a few days ago, like I said. And it's pretty much, well, let me do this. Do y'all want to see the words? Yeah, I can show y'all the words. Why for can't I not do that? Because some of y'all can read along. Let's do it. And we're going to go to, monitor. There we go. Let's see if y'all can read along with me on the Reading Rainbow. I just made that up. All right. After the family of a black man who died in police, that's supposed to be, now this is from the Atlanta Star. I'm telling y'all right now, there could very well be a few miswords and some misspellings. I'm just saying. I know niggas. But After the family of a black man who died in police and should be custody in 2019 filed a wrongful death suit against 3 Texas officers, police camera footage of the moments leading up to the man's death has been made public. Darren Boykin, age 23, died in police custody in August of 2019 after Texarkana College police officers confronted him in a campus building under the suspicion that he had been involved in a theft. Boykin reportedly fled the officers and, oh damn, wait, I can't see that since I moved it, can you? I moved it from the other monitor. I ain't shit, I know. Sorry about that. Oh, I just realized that. So, Darren Boykin, 23, died in police custody in August of 2019 after Texarkana College police officers confronted him in a campus building under the suspicion that he had been involved in a theft. Boykin repeatedly fled the officers and ran a half mile before he was apprehended off campus. Take note of that. Or as my man, and shout out to my man DJ Just J, put a pin in that right there. After Texarkana police made contact with Boykin and learned he had a felony warrant in Ohio, officers took him into custody and transported him to jail, whereupon he was discovered unresponsive before he could be booked. Boykin was then taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. According to a lawsuit filed by Boykin's mother, Keisha Boykin, in the U.S. District Court in Texarkana, Texas on August 29th, officers ignored Boykin's complaints of distress and denied him medical care. Put a pin in that. It is clear that this wasn't just someone who happened to die. It was someone who was complaining that they were in distress, that they needed help, and that they were in a situation where they couldn't provide themselves with that care, said attorney James Roberts, an attorney for the family, the Arkansas Democrat Gazette reported. I can't believe that Cornell X ain't on this. I'm so shocked that he has not slithered his way into this lawsuit. But hey, I mean, I guess shit happens. But Texarkana police officers Jerica Weaver and Brent Hobbs and their supervisor during the arrest, Sergeant William Scott, are named as defendants in the lawsuit. The high temperature in Texarkana reached 91 degrees on August 29, 2019, the day Boykin died, and trying to flee Texarkana College police on foot. Boykin was lying down, handcuffed and breathing heavily before officers carried him to a patrol car. Responding Texarkana police discovered that Boykin had an Ohio driver's license and a felony warrant in the state. Boykin told officers he'd been in Texarkana for about 6 months. Texarkana officers Weaver, Hobbs, and Scott discussed Boykin's complaint about not being able to breathe on different occasions, but the officers never acted on his concerns. Being the sergeant and supervisor on scene, defendant Scott had the ability to call for medical assistance or direct defendant Hobbs or defendant Weaver to call for medical assistance for Darren, the lawsuit says. Video footage of the incident shows Boykin sitting in the back of a patrol car. Please help me, Boykin said. Weaver replied, I'm going to help you get your way down to the jail. Okay, can you help me back here? Boykin said before complaining about his leg. Weaver offered to roll the window down, then agreed to keep the air conditioning on Boykin after Boykin said an open window would make it hotter in the vehicle. I'm gonna pass out, Boykin said. Weaver told Boykin to lean against the glass, saying he'd be all right as Boykin appeared to lose consciousness in the back seat and no longer responded to Weaver's questions. You know you're going to jail either way, right? Weaver said. You know someone that passes out isn't able to stop themselves from falling forward, right? Put a pin in that. Fun fact, she added as Boykin continued to not respond. When the patrol car arrived at the Bowie County Jail, Weaver told Boykin she wasn't going to drag him inside. Come on, quit playing, she said. When Boykin continued not to respond, Weaver pulled him out of the vehicle and began performing CPR. You know he's got the felony faint. He's got the felony faint in the back seat. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. He's fine. He kept saying he was tired. His legs hurt. He kept wanting to lay down. Normal stuff when you're getting charged with felonies, Weaver told medical personnel when they arrived. Boykin was transported to a hospital and pronounced dead. According to the lawsuit, Boykin died because officers deliberately chose not to provide medical care and showed deliberate indifference to his distress. A custodial death report prepared by Texarkana police said Boykin's death was natural and notes complications of sickle cell trait as found at autopsy. Texarkana police denied to comment on the matter, citing pending litigation. The lawsuit alleges civil rights violations and seeks punitive damages and compensation for Boykin's suffering and his mother's mental anguish. Boom! I got through all of that. But here's my thing, and you guys let me know if you guys, disagree with this, whatever, agree with it. And I may even, if we can get through this pretty quick, I may even open up the lines. But here's my thing. You have to take into account, number one, niggas lie. Number two, you have to take into account that niggas lie. And number three, you also have to take into account that niggas love to lie. And the thing is that it happens so much. If every person who complained when they got arrested that they needed medical attention, literally nobody would go to jail. They wouldn't go to jail. Everybody would do it. And it's one of those things to where, because of the trend and because of the history of just how the job goes in law enforcement, it's like you don't know when they telling the truth or when they lying. But the thing is this: you have to take into account on number one, what this police officer's medical expertise is, aside from CPR, because that's the only thing they really got to take. And number two, what are they going to do in the backseat of a car? So in my opinion, it was a lot of mitigating circumstances. And I would say this: I believe if this person would not have ran, they would not be dead. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into this footage. Where is, there we go. We're going to take that off. We're going to put that on. Now, what you're seeing here, of course, is the officer arriving on the scene. This is not the officer that actually performed the arrest. This is after this dude done ran the 100-yard dash or ran a half a mile. They done finally caught him. And now this officer here, Officer Jerica Weaver, she's arriving on scene. And this is a great Calvin Dix. I knew you was gonna have a bunch of questions. Brian, what if they're telling the truth? Why not take them to the hospital? Number one,
I'll talk to you later.
You don't know what that distance is of them going, you driving them to the hospital. Number two, what if they're faking? And what if they then, when you try to help them yourself, try to overpower you, try to fight you, or try to do whatever? What can you do? The other thing is, what would this female officer do in this situation? Yet another reason why I say female police officers should not be in the field. I'm going to tell you like this, as y'all watch this, if it was me, I would have done exactly what she did. I'm not going to try to give this dude no CPR. I'm not going to try to give this dude any type of medical attention. I'm going to take this dude to lock up and see if they can help him there. Because I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. And here's my thing too. Just like you asked the question, what if they're telling the truth? Why not take them to the hospital? Why not them just get arrested instead of running? Why not just comply with the arrest? Gotta ask. Great question. Jay's Kennel said, but you are the police. Call for backup. I'm going to lock up. So I'm going to stop my car, call for backup to do what? These police officers are not doctors. The only thing a police officer can do is CPR, chest compressions. And with this COVID shit going on, ain't nobody doing mouth to mouth. I know I ain't. I'm not doing it. So that's the whole dilemma. When you look at this, that's the dilemma. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the drive from here to the police station, it's not very far. It ain't like she took a 30-minute ride to take this nigga to lock up. She doesn't take long. It's maybe 5-6 minutes. So it's like you can call for whoever, but you still, because even at lockup, at jail, you got medical staff there. You got nurses and shit there. But what if this person is not, if he's faking? What are the odds of this person faking? How often does this happen? The dude died because he was running the motherfucking 50-yard dash and he got sickle cell. That's just it. And it's like, if you gonna get caught, you the last motherfucker that needs to be getting his blood and shit worked up with sickle cell, nigga. He just shouldn't. Here we go. I swear to God, every time I see that, y'all see that little camera move with the hands like you running, I swear to God, that shit reminds me of old school Duke Nukem. Y'all remember that shit? That shit is crazy. That's what it looks like. It's like that first person. Not Duke Nukem, Doom. Y'all remember Doom when you could see that motherfucker run? That was like one of the first little first person games. And that's what it looks like to me. It's so weird. I always think of that game.
No, he's committed several felonies is what it is.
I'm sorry.
I'll turn over, please. Yeah, you can turn over.
It's easier if you sit up to breathe.
I can't sit up.
After you guys need me to transport him back over to your guys' police car?
Oh, we're just going to transport him.
Dave's calling his mom.
Huh? Yeah. Here, sit up.
What's his name?
Jason Williams.
42, 911 are out the back.
Thank you, Brandon.
You ran the whole way?
From the nursing building.
Yeah. Got your steps in, that's for sure.
She's tough.
Can you please knuckle my mom door right there?
Oh, this is your house?
Behind,
Huh?
behind
No.
the brick house.
No. You're going to be getting a phone call at some point downtown. You can do that then.
Now, here's the thing. So he didn't get caught. And I was just about to say that, Amanda. What the fuck is his mama gonna do? Like, why would you be like, you gonna knock on the door and tell my mama that to come out? What is she gonna do besides come down to jail? You gonna get your call either way it go. So it's nothing you can do until you go to jail. You gotta go to jail, get processed, booked in, then you gotta go to motherfucking court. You ain't going nowhere until all that happens. It ain't like you just go down to jail and if your mama meet you down there, she just gonna get you right out. Like, come on, here, boy. You going to jail. You going to jail now. Just go to jail. Just go to jail. I don't understand why black folks got such, I don't know if it's a phobia. I don't know. Now, look, I'm going to tell you. One of the worst things I don't like going to lock up. Even when we were taking motherfuckers in, I hated going in there. Because that be sometimes when niggas make their last stand and their last little tussle before they go in. And then you got all this bullshit that somebody might have on them. They could be done pissed on themselves or shitted on themselves or whatever. It stank up in lockup. And then you got that dirty, nasty ass, funky ass food with no seasoning. They got them hot dogs and beans. Or they got some old hard-ass cornbread and all that shit that you just hate the smell. It stinks in that motherfucker. And then you just going through the motions. I just didn't like it. I don't like being in jail now. Even when I would go through and I would be on the IT side, I'll be like, hey, man, hey, look, let's get to the problem. Let's get it solved. Because I ain't going to be off in this motherfucker too long. I don't like hanging out up in here. I start sweating. I get hives. I'm allergic to jail. I am. I just hate doing the shit. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
If your family, listen to me, if your family wants to come out here and pitch a fit,
What are you saying date of birth is?
what's your date of birth? 8592.
85.
Okay. Let's go
He
ahead.
ran all this way and then he acts like he
Stand up.
can't function.
Stand up. Function.
It's either you're standing up or you're dragging. All right, cool. Come on. Let's
Now this right here that's happening, because some people be like, see, he's showing signs right here. Let me tell you something. Thousands, tens of thousands of niggas do, and I ain't just talking about niggas and just saying black folks specifically. I'm talking about niggas as just far as ain't shit people. Niggas do this move all the time. All the time. This is what niggas love to do. Niggas love this move here. I can't walk. My leg hurt. I can't move. Oh, my cuffs is too tight. They do that shit because they don't want to go to jail. It's just like George Floyd. Same thing. What was he doing? I'm not that kind of guy. Wait. How you going? I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. They do and say anything to try to not go to jail. And the thing is, when you dealing with this type of shit, this always happens. Something don't work on a nigga every time you lock him up. I'm telling you that right now. Unless you got a real seasoned veteran who know how the shit go and they used to going to jail, they're like, man, it's cool, man. Just come on, man. Just take me on in. Baby, we're coming out of there in about 3 hours and pick me up. You gotta come today because it's Friday. You gotta get down here for night court, because if you don't, I'm gonna be in this motherfucker all weekend. And I swear for God, bitch, you leave me in here all weekend, I'm gonna come back out and whoop your ass all over again. I'm coming down there, don't you worry. I got the money. I'm gonna talk to your brother and he gonna drive me down because you don't let me drive no way. But I'm coming down there. That's how the shit go. I'm gonna be like, God damn it, you better not leave me down here, bitch. You better come bail me out. I'm telling you, better come bail me out. Nigga get in that car, be like, hey, baby, you better come bail me out. And they tell her.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
And come bail me out. All right, Daddy, I'm gonna be down there. Don't y'all hurt him. Like, bitch, he just hurt you. Why you talking about don't hurt him? Like, go take your ass on in the house.
I'm trying to get up. Hold on, let me get my hands up.
You want to put him in the backseat of mine? Or you got one over here? Can you, hey, can you push the unlock button on my driver's side?
So now let me say this. Most police officers, I don't know of many, unless you got a K9, that's the only time I've ever seen it, your windows are up because you got your AC cranked. Not just for a motherfucker you lock up, but for yourself. When you got on that uniform and you got on that vest, you get hot than a motherfucker quick. So most of the time, not only is the AC on, but it's on max and it's turned up. Turned all the way up. Because you got to get in and out of the car and you trying to cool down. So usually inside of your car, it's very comfortable as far as temperature wise. So they said it's 90 degrees outside when they locked him up. 90 degrees for a nigga. You get on a wife beater and some shorts, nigga, you fine. That 100-yard dash or that half-mile run that you did trying to get away is what fucked you up with the sickle cell, the hook. But she was when he got in that car is cool. Don't think that car's hot.
You get in by yourself?
Cause they don't even. And I'm gonna tell you like this: any police officers that's in there, y'all can verify this. Normally, and I'm saying it's 98% of the time, we don't even turn our cars off. We leave our cars on. We leave our cars on and running. We usually will have a extra set of keys on us and a set of keys that we keep in the ignition. And if you got a partner, that partner also has keys, because you have the habit, and we train ourselves to, when we get out the car, we lock our doors. And you keep that extra key on you. You get out, you lock your door. The reason why you do that is because when you get your ass out the car and you lock that door, you lock it because you don't want another motherfucker stealing your car. Don't ever, to any of you aspiring or already on the force police officers, don't ever let your car get stolen by a goddamn criminal. It's beyond embarrassing. The only thing probably more embarrassing of getting your car stolen by a criminal is you stupid motherfuckers that take your gun off in the bathroom and set it up behind the toilet, or set the gun on top of the motherfucker, your gun on top of your the toilet paper roll when you're taking a shit, and your dumb asses leave it. Everybody knows, and if you don't know, now you know, police officers, security guards, if you carry a firearm, you go to the bathroom to take a shit. I know the gun is in the way and it's awkward, but you drop your pants, you take your gun and you put it inside of your drawers. That's what you do with your gun. Why? Because if you dumb enough, I mean the dumbest of the dumb, at best, you gonna pull your gun up to your balls and ass and say, oh damn, I got my 9 down there. And that'll remind you to put it in your holster so you can go on about your business. Just saying. I've even heard of officers taking their belt off and hanging it up on the back of the stall while they take a shit and walk right the fuck out. Luckily, and that's why it's really important for police officers, go to places where other police officers go. Because y'all will do some dumb shit and your gun will get in the wrong hands. However, a police officer going to the same restaurant where other police officers go, they can see that shit and save you. Hey, Jones. Hey, man, where's your belt? Oh, damn, it's in the goddamn stall. I'm sorry, man, thank you, man. So I'm just telling you, keep your gun, when you take it out the holster and you drop it a deuce, put it in your drawers. Put it in your drawer, like when you got your pants down at your knees, because your pants shouldn't be at your ankle no way, you stupid motherfuckers. Only, and I'm going to tell you this before I go any further. If you go into a bathroom and you see a police officer with his pants all the way down and he's standing up at the stall pissing, you call 911 and you call a sergeant, because that motherfucker needs to be relieved off duty. He doing that. We call that doing that retarded piss, where you stand up and you put your pants all the way down to your ankles and you standing there peeing. You see a motherfucker do that, that person is mentally retarded. He is not the regular IQ of normal human beings, and he needs to be on somebody's short bus or in somebody's custody. That motherfucker's impersonating a police officer. Grown ass man with his pants down to the floor, standing up pissing. Fuck wrong with you?
See anything on that side? No. See anything on that side?
Didn't you lie about your name, dude? Come on.
All right, get in.
So they getting them in.
This is gonna be y'all's felony suspect too.
Get in.
You help me, I can't.
Get in or I'm gonna pull you in.
See? That's one time he tried to tell you, I can't do it. I can't get in there. Get your ass in there before I pull you in. And that's what happens all the time. I'm telling y'all, all the time. And any police officers that been out there on the streets for any time, y'all know that this is what police officers, what we would consider normal behavior. This is the behavior of a motherfucker that don't want to go to jail.
So you good?
This is our felony suspect for
Yep.
this, for what?
Thank you, Jason. Jason Gunn, what up, boy? That boy always got my back. Appreciate you, brother.
Boykin. Check out that name.
Yeah.
What do you guys got him for?
Theft, and now we're also gonna have an aggravated assault on a police officer.
Left there, said pants on the ground.
No, I'm good.
263 27 29 when ready. Are you on phone with info right now?
Do what?
Are you on phone with info?
I'm on the phone with him right now.
She says she's tuned to expire, but that's it.
Okay, he ID'd wrong to us. Darren.
So basically what they're doing is they're calling in to see, they got his ID, all right? And they're now calling in to find out what we got on this guy. And they're trying to see if he has any warrants, any place else and all that kind of stuff. That's how they found out about the warrants in Ohio. He got an Ohio driver's license, and they already see this motherfucker got warrants, not to mention what he's already been suspected of here, and the fact that he just committed assault of a police officer. So the whole thing of him going to jail is inevitable, no matter what. And here's my thing as to my comply and just go to jail standpoint. You know you got warrants. Niggas talk that shit. I ain't know I had a warrant, man. I ain't know. Motherfucker, if you go to court or you get a letter in the mail and your case is not closed and you don't find out about it or get the status of it, chances are at some point your ass will get a warrant. Plain and simple. I never understood how a motherfucker will get a case, catch a case, and they think cause they changed their phone or cause they moved and they ain't heard nothing from nobody that their case is just, we just said fuck it. Yeah, that theft, no, don't worry about it. That assault and battery, don't you all forget it. We can't find you, so we're just gonna throw it out. They don't do that. When your ass don't show up for court, when that shit comes up, motherfucker, they gonna issue a warrant. And you gonna be on a long list of other warrants. It's just like when I used to work, when I was working with my man, shout out to my man Todd. Hope you're doing all right, brother. When I worked with Todd, we had a list of motherfuckers. And he'd be like, we going hunting today. I'd be like, let's do it. And we had a list of motherfuckers who got warrants. And we would literally just say, okay, where did this motherfucker hang out at? Where this motherfucker live at? And we going over there knocking on doors. Hey, is Robert Smith here? You seen him? Where's mom at? Where's girlfriend at? Where else he be? Who he stay with? Y'all better cooperate and let us get him now so it won't get worse. You need to go ahead and get it over with. He got a bullshit ass case, or this motherfucker got some real felony shit going on and he the motherfucking dodged his bail. Your mama gonna lose her house. You gonna lose your bond money. Whatever the case may be, that's what you do. That's police work. Trying to catch the motherfucker. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times, the motherfuckers in the house sleep. The motherfuckers in the house there. He in here now. Y'all awkward. Let me go talk to. We ain't on that. Ma'am, have that motherfucker come to the front right now. Stand your ass right here. We don't need no hostage situation or no shit like that. Bring your punk ass out. Come on, man. Get this shit taken care of. Don't put your family at risk. Don't put nobody else in trouble. You've been running long enough. Come on. And most motherfuckers be like, man, all right, you right, man. Fuck it. And that's it. You knew you had a warrant and you're going, dude.
D-A-R-R-E-N. Last name is Boykin.
Go ahead.
B-O-Y-K-I-N.
Go ahead.
Date of birth is 4/10 of, hold on,
You get
12/13
22.
of 95. 12/13
TC
of
Police is on the
95.
phone
Shows
with
an Ohio
somebody
ID.
that he's running it with.
Yeah, Jason. Jason said they have real seats in the back. Wow. See, Jason, he police where they got some money. Most police cars usually have this it's like a plastic composite material type of seat, and it's very uncomfortable. But it's back there so that people can't stuff shit in the seats. People will stuff shit like knives, dope, needles, whatever, and you got to go after every arrest, and you got to clean that. You got to search the back seat. Those plastic composite seats that they have back there, they keep people from doing that. You can't kick shit under nothing or that ain't man. We check the car we search the car every time, sir. You and your partner should do that. Always search your vehicle, but because there's not necessarily a big, heavily funded department, they won't have that. So they got the stock cars that come from Ford that are made for police vehicles, but all that other shit, they can't get all that cool shit put in there. You know, because like even with those vehicles They got like regular bench seats in the back with seat belts or whatever. Sometimes you can get the cages put in and all that kind of stuff. You get the cages put up there and all that good stuff. Or you can get the plastic joint where it's the sliding door. You can do that, but that depends on the department and the money that they spend. So at best, you'll get the little metal plate that'll go in the back that you'll have to protect yourself from that person to the person up front with some plexi so they can't spit on you and all that kind of shit. Because, yeah, bad guys do fucking spit on you and all that kind of shit. And motherfuckers be drunk, throwing up on your ass or in your car and all that kind of shit. I used to hate that, boy. Motherfucker throw up in the car. Hey, man, don't throw up in the car. You tell them motherfucker, don't you throw your drunk ass up in this car, man. If you need to throw up, let us know. We'll pull over, motherfucker.
I couldn't copy anything that you said other than 22 because of him talking so loud. TC police is talking to somebody on the phone, running his name.
Yeah, Dwayne, most of them do have, the car's gonna have a cage in it, unless you got a like detective car, some shit like that, and you don't ride with motherfuckers in the back. But most of those patrol cars will have that cage back there. It's just some of them are fancier than other ones. That's all.
Long enough to get over here and run. There's on back here in the back.
You can't call I can't breathe after you ran forever and then
Hell of a point.
you have felonies.
Looking at felony warrants.
Apparently, that's what they're saying.
Hell of a point. So it's like when you're talking about, listen to what she's saying. Motherfucker, you done ran a half a mile. Top at Ghetto, not just jogging. He wasn't doing the Ahmaud Arbery trot. This motherfucker he at getaway speed. He doing this here, that low running shit like Richard Pryor was talking about. He down here trying to get the fuck away, hopping over shit, dodging through shit, sliding up, whatever the fuck he got to do. He's running top speed, trying to get away. Half a mile? Y'all saw that other police officer over there like, winded like a motherfucker because he running with all that shit on. That's one of the reasons why I didn't chase motherfuckers. Fuck that. If you ain't in a grabbing, tussling range, man, let that motherfucker go, man. We got that motherfucking license. We got that motherfucking license plate. I'm not about to chase no motherfucker. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. Unless it's motherfucking some mass murder or some shit like that. Motherfucker done killed 32 people. Maybe I might run. Other than that, I ain't doing it. I'm not chasing. No. That's why when I pull a motherfucker over, you get him over, give me some ID. Give me something. Or put your hands on the hood, motherfucker, and I got your ass cuffed up. Fuck that. I ain't gonna be giving you no time and being a nice guy. Nope. Hey man, put your hands on the hood. You being detained right now till I find out who the fuck you is. You ain't going no goddamn well. That's it. I ain't running.
Let me turn the vent. Move your hand. Look. I don't know.
Felony warrant out of Ohio.
Is it extraditable?
He shoved my officer over there at the college, so we're going to get started.
Do you want me to transport
If you'll
him over
transport,
there?
if you'll transport
Yes,
him
Butter
to
Pecan 9. I truly believe
Or
that.
to the
No,
by-state or over
by
here?
state
Okay.
population. Does he have a tattoo on his arm?
He's got tattoos all over him.
Shout out to my man Bolo. Hit your boy with $5. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, click that like button and click that donate button while y'all watching this
Yeah, because if
great
he's got
content.
warrants out of our agency, I mean, they'll end up.
No, it's
or
not
they-
And shout out to Monica. Hit your boy with $5 as well. I appreciate you. Thank you. And my man Truth Talker Teacher. Hit your boy with $25. That's what's
I
up.
wanna help
Keep
you
them
get your
donations
way
coming,
down
y'all.
to the jail.
Go ahead.
What are you helping you with?
Hey, come around the back when you get here.
What did you do to your leg? You need what? It's probably a cramp.
So he asking about his leg, because his leg hurt now. He like, my cousin, he's trying to rest in peace to my man, Don. Man, let me tell y'all something. My cousin Don, and for those of you who don't know how far is Chicago, this nigga walked about, man, he walked from like Cicero all the way back over east on 87. He walked from like 87th and Cicero all the way back. I can't remember where he was going. Where he was coming from. If my brother Gio in there, he can tell me. But anyway, so he walking. Hey, shout out to my man Eric. Hit your boy with $10 on the PayPal side of the game. Appreciate you. But he walked this long. I mean, it took him at least 3 hours to take this walk. So he walking, and he walked back over to the crib for a party. So our brother Gio, he talking about this party, and he at the party, everybody kicking it, whatever. This nigga done walk all this time. So he said he walking by the bathroom, and he hear like some whimpering, like ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. And then he said, so he stopped and he go back, and he listening at the door. And he listened at the door, and he said all he could hear was a nigga in there saying, oh, my legs, oh, my legs, my legs. He made him hit the door like, hey, who in here? He like, his cousin Don was like, it's me, man. He said, man, what's wrong with you? He said, my legs, man. His voice was shaking like that. He was like, my legs. Oh, my legs. So Gio opens the door, and he looks in there, and he got this nigga Don is sitting on the tub, rubbing his legs like, oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. And then he looks and says, nigga, what's wrong? He said, man, that walk got my legs hurting. And then he said, hey, man, what the fuck is a screwdriver doing on the counter in the bathroom? He said that nigga looked up and it was like, that was my weapon in case somebody messed with me. Now, mind you, Don was a big, swole ass nigga. The last thing he would have needed if anybody was to mess with him was a screwdriver. This nigga walked from Cicero over to Manistee. Anybody in Chicago, you know how far that is. I don't know the mileage. Google the shit. But from 87th and Cicero all the way back to 87th to 86th and Manistee. Dude, that is a long fucking walk. And this nigga did it. And all he was complaining about was his legs. I ain't shit. I love you, Don. Rest in peace, brother.
Darren, how long you been here?
Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs.
About 6 months? Okay. I think he's one of our best.
Yo, I got some stories.
He is. He's the one that's been stealing stuff from the college, but also using debit cards at Walmarts and other places.
Yeah.
Thrift shop. Yeah. Not Kim's, but the other one.
So just got a picture of it.
Yeah.
He said his legs hurt. So I'm gonna take
his
him to
legs hurt
the
because he ran.
I'm gonna take him to the
So this nigga been cracking cards. He been stealing cards. And he said, yeah, his legs hurt because he ran. Makes all the sense in the world. Just saying.
Yeah, Gisela ran him down.
Why?
Well, he just showing up. I told him that we were going to transport and they were going to book him.
Yeah, we're just transporting. I'm gonna transport this guy down to the jail.
All right.
For them.
Okay. He says he can't breathe, but you can hear him hollering in the back seat.
He just ran too much.
Now, this is the assessment. Yes, Gabe, thank you so much. That's a logical conclusion. Nigga, you tired. Nigga, you winded. Nigga, your legs hurt. You done ran, and that's why they hurt. You done got your ass, you done assaulted a police officer. That means you did some tussling and some wrestling, as niggas love to say. We don't say wrestling, we say wrestling. Nigga did some wrestling, and now you done got your ass locked up. You in them cuffs, so there you go. Terica Brass, how is this funny? I think it's sad. Terica, I don't know this person. All I'm doing is retelling the story, and I'm just trying to bring some levity to it so that we can get through it. So every person that dies, because there's plenty of niggas, this over on the United Guns of America, there's plenty of niggas that have died plenty of times that none of you niggas even think about or even give a shit about. So the fact that I'm on here talking and I'm just, like I said, bringing some levity to the story, because every story of every nigga that died ain't the worst thing ever in the world. this is what it is. So if it's too much for you, like I said in the beginning of the show, this is what I do, why I do it, and how I do it. So go ahead and just go to another channel, or you can go on and find this video on your own and just watch it on your own, and then you can cry and you can pray and you can shake your head and say how bad it is as you watch it. And then after that, you're gonna go watch some other fuck shit like I don't know, Love and Hip Hop. So whatever.
Have a good one, guys. Do you want to ride back over? Okay.
Niggas kill me with that shit. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. Niggas kill me when they say this shit. Because, and here's the reason. I understand that people are sympathetic, and in some cases people are empathetic. I get it. However, the thing is, if it's too much for you, don't watch it. But it's other fuck shit that y'all will watch and will be fine with it. Because if this is something that should be taken serious and this is how it bothers you and it's really troubling to you, just don't watch it. Because you will watch this and feel like you just sad and want to cry out. But then you'll watch somebody getting their ass beat and you'll be like, damn. You watch a big bitch beating up a little skinny ass nigga and you'll be like, damn, she beat his ass. He shouldn't have did that. You watch that shit will be entertaining like a motherfucker. So it's like, you kind of like damned if you do and damned if you don't. If this was somebody, because I've even seen some people tell me that was my cousin you talked about. If this is your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, don't watch it. Because I don't know this person. And I'm not necessarily talking about this person. I'm talking about this person in this situation. I don't know him. And I don't care. I'm trying to get people who are alive to understand that this shit is stupid. And if it makes somebody think, damn, I don't want no nigga like this making fun of me because I did some stupid shit. Next time, if I get pulled over by the police, I'm just going to comply. Then, damn it, the battle is won. That's it. And that's all. That's it and that's all. So I understand how some people, you like I said, if it's too much for you, you shouldn't watch it. I get that. Just like my daughter. I don't let her watch scary movies because it's too much for her. But if she want to watch Daniel Tiger all day, so be it. If she want to watch whatever the hell else she watched, the LOLs on YouTube, so be it.
You feel the air? Well, I can't. Well,
When you get ready, just give me a thumbs up and I'll stop traffic.
that would sound good. I'm ready.
So there we go.
I know. I see the bus.
I see the bus. So we're at, what is that time? 22:37. No, I'm sorry. 19:22.
I saw the big yellow thing.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep you mean roll your window down?
So she asked him.
Okay, you just want me to keep the air on high? Okay.
So now we driving. 19:22. What is 19? Is that 7 o'clock? Yeah. So it's 7:22. Driving. 1 minute has passed, roughly. We gonna ballpark and say a minute and pass. Let me pause this for a second because that's a great question. So Tara says, do you really think someone with such a serious medical condition could run that far? Yes. Yes. The reason why is because I'm going to tell you like this. In my own experience, I've seen some niggas do some spectacular shit physically, and they had all kind of ailments. I've seen niggas do shit while they were shot, stabbed, just previously knocked out. I've seen niggas run along the side of a wall. My cousin, Don, I've seen that nigga running so fast that he was able to run up alongside of a wall. So yes, thank you, Left Third, when that adrenaline is pumping, when you get that adrenaline dump, you can do pretty much anything as far as a physical, as far as your body's as far as your body's physiological abilities can take it, you can push that envelope. So yes, do y'all remember when Tommy did the video about the dude who got stabbed and how that motherfucker got stabbed and was running to the hospital, and he literally died because he was running? Had he not ran, he probably would have survived, but because he was running, the adrenaline dump and the pumping of the blood is what actually like killed him, because he was running and his blood was pouring out of his body. You ever notice when somebody gets shot, or depending on where they get stabbed, like initially you won't see anything, then you'll just see blood pouring out of nowhere. So it's like those kind of things when you're doing that, and when you're running, those blood vessels, they start constricting to give you that energy and that power. And if you are depending on how afraid you are, or depending on how much of an adrenaline dump you get, you can do some shit that will be mesmerizing to some people. And they'll be like, how the fuck did he do that? Just like when you hear niggas get shot 5 times and survive. They get the 50 Cent special. How the fuck did that motherfucker survive that shit? Some people won't survive 2 gunshot wounds. This motherfucker survived 5, all midsection. It happens. It's just that adrenaline dump gives you almost like superhuman strength. Like when people have seen accidents and you see a motherfucker get pinned under a car, you see a group of niggas come and literally lift up a 2,500-pound vehicle. A vehicle that's a ton and a half. They lift it together. That's what adrenaline does for you. And here's my thing. I believe that once he had that adrenaline dump and he got caught, now his body is starting to calm down. But because he has sickle cell, I believe that was one of the mitigating factors that caused his blood to not circulate properly or something, and which caused him to actually die. That's what I believe. But and which is why it would be natural causes.
Hey, who's working the cases on all of the debit card abuses? Okay. Well, if they're around you, tell them I'm about to bring the suspect up there to the jail for TC College. If they want to come up there and talk to him, I guess.
So like, and you're right, Jason said like drunk survival rate, like yeah. How many times has somebody has somebody got shot and they be like, damn, the liquor kept them alive. Got stabbed, yeah, the liquor kept them alive. Yep.
74. I guess they caught hers. I don't know. Somebody, Hobbs was talking about how it was a bunch of hold on 1 second. 263, I'm 95 X-ray, sorry.
Now there's actual footage that shows him actually behind. There's a camera that shows him actually back there.
Yeah. You do what? You're about to?
Now he says, I'm about to pass out. And she says, what? He said, I'm about to. She said, pass out?
You'll
He's
be
like,
okay.
I'm about
Just
to.
lean against the glass.
So she said, you'll be okay. Just lean against the glass.
His name is Boykin. Darren Boykin. Yeah.
Let me see what he says.
He's from Ohio. He's not an Odyssey.
Yeah, don't make them use it. Thank you, Donovan Worland. Donovan said, how do police even fit in those cars?
I'll send you a picture of his ID and him.
It is, but you get used to it. People will be able to run shot. It's amazing.
Okay,
they will die because they want to see how easy that. It's crazy. Yep.
They'll get you some water up there at the jail.
Yes, this was in 2019, David.
Okay.
They just released the body cam footage, I believe, recently.
Huh? Okay.
So now we're at what? 26. So we 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And it ain't like she driving like Hooks in Police Academy, you know, sunny days, sweeping up. She's getting this guy there. She's transporting him. Like, she ain't driving slow as shit. She ain't taking her sweet time like some people would try to say. She just took her sweet time and let him die back there. And the thing is, yes, she does see what Tara's saying, and she seems to be sympathetic to a degree, because you can't try to think that this dude is like, man, he in real trouble. I got to get back there and do something to him, because the only thing that she knows is first aid. So unless she driving past the hospital, there's nothing else that you can really do except for what she's doing now. And even if she does say, well, I'm gonna take him to the hospital, she then needs some backup to be there with her, because she's a woman and this guy might get to fighting. They may need to take the cuffs off. You have no clue. He could be bluffing. He could be bluffing. What if he is bluffing? She's supposed to just take that risk? Hell no, I wouldn't. I'm going to take into account the totality of the circumstances and be like, well, I see that
Where
this dude.
Where are you staying now?
Let me go on and get him to lock up.
Where are you living now? What's your address? Alright.
Now, this is normal. She's asking him some questions. Where you living? What's your address here in Texarkana? She doesn't get a response. Most of the time, when you're talking to some people, they on that, I ain't got shit to say. I ain't talking to the police. And I'm just going to be quiet. I ain't going to say shit. All right, fuck it. You mad? You're going to jail. Or you don't want to get to talking. You got your right to remain silent. So she just takes that as what it is. He ain't talking. Fine.
You know you're still going to jail either way, right?
Yep. Yes, that's true too, Jason. She's trying to keep him awake as well. Especially when it comes like to people in that are like drunk. You try to talk to them because, number one, you want to try to get as much information out of them as possible. But especially if somebody's done something and you want to try to get that information, that's all information that you can use. I've been in the car where my partner is talking to this person and I'm sitting there with my pen and pad, writing the shit down that this person says, just so we can have that information. Where was you going? What did y'all steal? Who else was with you? A motherfucker that's just getting locked up and they're scared they're going to jail could possibly be chatting you up. I mean, could possibly, take to you, chatting them up and tell you some shit they normally wouldn't say. Yep, and you don't want to let that drunk motherfucker go to sleep. Like, wake up, man. So we are now at 6 minutes.
Are you comfortable?
Yep, first derivative said it's also information to get before any drugs have taken effect that they may have swallowed. Very true.
Are you getting air back there?
Checking on him again. Now, the last time he responded was about 4 minutes ago. 3-4 minutes ago. So now, if you do think something's wrong with him, what do you do? What do you do? Do you just drive that motherfucker to the hospital? Do you reroute or do you go to lockup? That's what you do.
Hey, Darren. Are you getting air?
What this motherfucker say? Oh my God. And there we go. Here come a troll. My nigga. First of all, I don't even know this motherfucker. Why you look fat and skinny at the same time? How is that even possible? Because I am fat and skinny at the same time. You just don't recognize it because you always seeing me when I'm leaving from being with your mama. You only see my ass. So if I was to turn around like this, so you recognize the back of this hat, don't you? Yeah, that's me. That dude that when you come out because you hear a nigga leaving fresh out that refrigerator, because I am fat, I'm getting out that refrigerator, so I'm grabbing something to eat before I'm on my way home, and your mama tell you, Bryce, take your ass back in your room. That's me, nigga. So that's the fat skinny dude that's fucking your mama for the free 99 that you see. That's how it's possible. How about that? And had I met your mama about 15, 20 years ago, before, you might have been my son. So shut the fuck up, Bryce. This ain't what you want. I got 1,000 jokes and I'm on number 12, nigga. The fuck?
You know, somebody that passes out isn't able to stop themselves from falling
You dumb
forward,
son
right?
of a bitch.
You dumb son
Fun
of a bitch.
fact.
No, I ain't take his last Snapple. I took his last high C drink. I took his last high C, his juice box that his punk ass usually take to lunch when he taking his punk ass to school. That's what I took. Said, nigga, give me this little motherfucking juice box, nigga. This is Tropical Punch, my favorite. Hey, baby, I'm out. All right, bye. Bryce, get off that refrigerator. But mama. That's all right, Bryce. I'm gonna make you breakfast this weekend. I'm gonna be in that kitchen like motherfucking, like Ving Rhames. Nigga, you want some breakfast? Bryce right now like, man, I got heap of niggas like you, cuz.
263, I'm 23.
All right, now we are at 8 minutes. I drink the peach. This the peach Red Bull. This that peach. Yeah, buddy. That peach will get you, treat you like a beach. So boom, we are at 8 minutes. That's how long that ride was. We started at 1922. It is now 1930. What else can you do? What else can you do? She has gotten to lockup in 8 minutes. I can't ask no more of that. I just can't. So it's like, I don't believe that, number one, I believe that as an officer, she was pretty accommodating. The other part is, I don't believe that there is anything that she could have done by stopping and trying to find out what was going on, taking that risk, and then possibly doing what they're going to do here, which is what you're going to see. So in the totality of the circumstances, I wouldn't recommend an officer by themselves to do something where they stop, pull over, check for a pulse, because if you stop, let's say 4 minutes ago, because it's really only been out of that 8 minutes, it's really only been about 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, to where he's not saying anything. So in 5 minutes, what am I gonna do? There's nothing I can really do. So it's like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just say, well, let me go ahead and just get to the station and we'll figure out whatever we gotta figure out here. Kendrick Seaton. I know that name. You got me dying. I know that name. Is that Kendrick from Kendrick, do you really know me? If you know me, tell me where you know me from, because I think I know you. But let's go ahead. I know that name. I just can't think of where the fuck I know it from. Yeah, he said I do know him. Where I know you from? Tell me where I know you from, because I think I do, but I don't want to say it. Yeah, there you go. 1122, nigga. What's happening with your player? I knew, I was like, wait a minute, I know this name. What up with you, boy? Yeah. Good to see you, famo. That 1122 up in here representing. That's my old Best Buy store in Chicago. Yeah, boy. Well, thank you, Bryce. Now go ahead and make a donation. All right, so now I'm at the station. I go here.
And I'm not picking you up and dragging you out there, so come on.
And she is still under the impression so that people won't think she a cold-hearted bitch. Think she ain't getting no fuck. She don't care about black people. She still believes that he's playing possum. That's what she believes. She honestly believes it, and that's why I said, yeah, I get it. She's honestly believing that he's playing possum, and that's why she's like, I'm not about to carry you out. Come on and get your ass up off the thing. Get your ass up. Get your ass off the thing. Come on. Come on up out of there. Ha! Come on. Come on up out of there. That's what she's doing.
Quit playing. Let's go.
She's like, quit playing. Come on.
Let's go.
Now, I'm going to tell you when she realized that some shit was wrong. When she hit the Scooby-Doo on him and be like, roll. She's just thinking he might have fell asleep or passed out. Come on, wake up. Right? She's like, come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Darren.
Right there. When she pull that arm, and I'm going to tell you this. Anybody who's ever touched a dead body before or recently dead body, when you do that pull, you feel that what they call dead weight. I guess that's fucked up. I just said this. We had a game we used to play back in the day when we was kids. Where like if you sitting down or you laying on the couch or something, we would just fall on you and be like dead weight and just lay on your ass. You be trying to push a motherfucker up like that. Get your ass up off. You be like dead weight. But you feel that dead weight, and that's when she realized like, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm telling you, we used to do that shit all the time. Like you sitting there like this on the couch watching the game or some shit. A nigga just come over the back end of the couch and just lay on you and be like, dead weight. You be like, oh man, get your ass up. Nigga, 175 pounds. Like, get your ass up, man. Dead weight. Nigga just start laying on your ass, boy. That shit, boy, I'm telling you. And you'd always do it at an inopportune time. You do it like when a climax of a movie is coming or some shit. And niggas like, oh, this my bar. This my dead weight. And just lay on that nigga. We was some wild ass niggas, boy.
Sarge!
Boom. Calling for the Sarge. She gets out. And this right here is where I give her props. She instantly saw, once she realized, oh shit, hold on. This motherfucker ain't fucking around. Let me get him out. And she immediately started. She didn't go, Sarge, help. Somebody get over here. I need somebody. She ain't do none of that. She got him out, got him down, immediately chest compressions. Didn't feel a pulse. And that's instant, and that is, thank you, First Derivative. That's instant CPR.
Sarge!
You call for a person, they don't respond verbal commands.
He's not responding.
Then, yep.
I can't find a pulse.
And then you check for a pulse. No pulse. Instant charge chest compressions.
No. Can you get this off while I continue? 263, we need like that.
Yep. Shout out to Leviathan. Hit your boy with $5. Thanks, bro.
Call for the jail nurse.
Yes. And let me tell you motherfuckers something about those of you who may not have no CPR. Let me tell you something. First of all, if you don't know CPR, the shit is free. I think at the YMCA they offer it free. Some people's jobs, they have it free. But you need to learn CPR because literally you can save somebody's life. So it's like, this is not, and this instance aside, you definitely, yeah, I do hear the air coming out of his lungs. I was going to tell him about that in a second. That's what they hear. But you definitely should take CPR. Even if you take it once and don't get recertified, you should take CPR just so you can learn it. Keep getting certified until you learn it. Most places have it free because the biggest thing for me as to why I know CPR and why I take CPR, it's because of the kid part. You never know where you will be where an infant or a small child will need CPR. And the last thing that I would ever want to do is be somewhere where a little kid, a little baby needs CPR and I don't know what the fuck to do. Them finger chest compressions, learning how to turn that kid over, hit that back, turn them back over, hit that, learning that shit is important. Everybody should know it. You motherfuckers want to talk about mandating fucking vaccines? Mandate CPR. Mandate some shit like that. That's some shit I signed up for. Yeah, everybody should learn. Mandate everybody got to learn how to swim. Mandate that type of shit. Since motherfuckers is such in a mood, since our motherfucking left-wing government officials are in such a mood of mandating shit, have motherfuckers have to prevent a CPR card before they go into a restaurant to eat. How about that? Because I'm more inclined to save a life being able to execute CPR for a motherfucker that's choking us some shit, or a motherfucker that fall out or pass out, than I am by taking a goddamn jab in the arm and just walking around with a mask on too. So you motherfuckers want to mandate some shit? Mandate CPR. Mandate swimming. Just saying. But definitely, if you can, go and take you they are free, y'all. It's free 99. And even if it ain't, pay $20, $25. I think the most I've ever seen a CPR class for is $25. $25 to learn how to save a kid's life, to learn how to save an adult's life, because it could be your kid one day. It could be your nephew, your niece, your cousin, your next door neighbor. It could be anybody. Just saying. Go and take you a CPR class.
It was fine. He kept saying he was gonna pass out. He was gonna pass out.
And even and do you hear what you hearing? That noise that you're hearing, that's the air going out of his lungs, in and out of his lungs from the compressions. That's the air going in and out of his lungs, which is a sign that lets you know he is no longer with us. Because when you're doing those chest compressions, you're trying to get the blood and stuff pumping and stuff like that. But the thing is this, if this person had sickle cell, he got blood flow problems. Here's the other part to that. Blood got to go to the lungs, blood got to go to the heart, blood got to go to the brain. And with those compressions, at this point, even if she would have stopped and did this on the side of the road, that may or may not have saved his life. And it could have been a clot. It could have been a bunch of stuff that could have happened to where he would die. And with that being said, it would have still been natural causes because he had sickle cell. So the thing is, or the sickle cell trait, the thing is this. This is one of those things where, and I believe somebody said it in the beginning, early on, and I was kind of saving it for the end. This is why you should let people know of your medical conditions, especially when you're experiencing issues. Saying I got asthma, saying I got a congestive heart failure, saying I got a sickle cell, whatever the case may be. This is why you need to be forthcoming with that, or be smart and wear a medical bracelet. They still make those. You can still, you get that information put in your phone or something like that. So if something does happen to you, you can actually, somebody can at least say, hey, this person got this. Hey, this person got, I believe it's on the phone. When you hit a phone and you don't have, yeah, you can hit the emergency contact on a person's phone. Matter of fact, I can show y'all. Dang it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Dang it. It keeps doing it because it's seeing my face. But if you hit a phone, on the front of that phone, it'll show emergency, and that'll actually let you actually get that information where you can click emergency and it'll let you dial 911. And I believe it shows you that their medical issues or their medical history, whatever the case may be. But all I'm saying is that's one of those things where if you have that, and I'm sure he knew that he did, you tell people that. You tell people that. Any of those conditions that you may have, any type of issues that you may be struggling from, or whatever the case may be, say those things so that you can, if something does go wrong, they can say, hey man, the dude told me he got asthma, or the dude said he got such and such and he ain't breathing now. So that they can have some type of information to where they can give you some assistance. You should set that. You're right, Jason. Most people don't set that up on their phones. Set it up on your phones. It only take 5 minutes, literally. Put your emergency contact info in there. Put your emergency, all of your emergency information, what ailments or what issues you may have. Put all of that stuff in there. I know on the iPhone it lets you do it, and I'm sure on the Android phone it lets you do it as well. Put that shit on there because it can help somebody help save your life. Your blood type and all that kind of shit needs to be in there so people will know what they need to do for you. You get shot and you can't motherfucking talk. You unconscious. They want to give you blood. They need to know your blood type. And your mama ain't there. You know how niggas love calling for their mama. Mama, get my mama, get you there, my mama to come. Your mama ain't there. What they gonna do? They gotta test your blood now and try to figure that shit out. Have that shit in your phone. Have that shit on your medical bracelet. Because even on your medical bracelet, they can like scan that shit and get that information. Or if they see that little number, oh, that's what it is, the little number on the medical bracelet, they can pull your shit up now and see what the fuck you got. Do that shit, because that shit could be one of the things that save your lives, because you're talking about seconds. And that shit could matter. Now, then again, it couldn't. You know, you get shot in the head or some shit like that, and nothing you can do. But I'm just saying, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Shout out to the United Guns of America.
263, they need to come through the Valley Port.
Yes, now.
What's the nature?
There's no response.
Well, let me take over while you get this on. Right here.
Unresponsive.
Wait, I didn't see what Rico Green posted. Let me go back and see what he posted.
Get somebody on the Sally Port door.
Let me see.
What is he?
TC had him in custody. I'm just
Rico
transporting.
Green, water can't release oxygen anywhere. Who said that? Now you're changing what I said. Okay. Yes, it sounds ridiculous. I sound ridiculous for stating facts. Rico, become a cop and save the world. Okay, Rico. Water helps oxygenate and expel carbon dioxide, just like oxygen. People with sickle cell get dehydrated easily. Okay. Water is very important for people with sickle cell. Okay. Rico, show the video of his face. He was clearly dying. Look how calm she is. She didn't care. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Hell, if I would have offered him a bottle of water before putting him in the car. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So let me address that. So first of all, Rico, it ain't the police officer's job to hydrate prisoners. A person who's going to jail, it is not their obligation to hydrate them and to make sure that they're okay, because they're not medical professionals. And here's my thing, Rico, just like you said, sickle cell and how important it is to be hydrated and all that. Number one, don't you think that Darren should know that? How important it is for him to be hydrated? Number two, don't you think that Darren should know damn well the last thing he should be doing is running, especially a fucking half mile, and especially running from the police? Now, since you stating facts, wouldn't that not be something that he should know about his own self? Why would you put the expectations of his health and what he and what he needs as far as to take care of his body on a police officer who is not medically trained and don't know this motherfucker at all? Should he just take that person's word for it and say, yeah, he said he has this, so we should definitely treat him accordingly? No. Water would not have saved his life. I get that you saying I made a joke about getting water would have saved his life, but what I said about water and what it does was facts. Yes, but I'm saying the facts that you state, well, here, when you mix yellow and blue, it makes the color green. That's a fact. What is the relevancy of that compared to what we're talking about? Yes, he is M on it. And here's my thing. Oh, man, he already on it. First derivative. Thank you. He already on it. And here's my thing. Another reason why you don't give people shit. What if he would have gave this motherfucker something and that motherfucker would have started gagging or choked or some shit like that? Then whose fault would it have been? What if I give you a bite of my sandwich from lunch and finds out you allergic to mayo, but you didn't tell me that, and now your ass go into shock? You don't, as a police officer who, and here's my thing, as a police officer who is 8 minutes away from lockup, what else can they do? And yes, Rico, we gonna get to where his face is where the video of his face. Absolutely, I'm gonna show it all. But what I'm saying is, what in that instance can you do anyway?
You don't have one of those.
It's just like think about it like this. How many people have you known that have gotten shot in the hood and niggas done put them in their car to take them to the hospital? Why they didn't wait for the ambulance? Because you're just trying to get this person to a place where he can get medical attention. That's it. Person died in the car. Ricky died in the car. He was dead before they even got him in Doughboy's car. Ricky was already gone. But what did they do? They took Ricky ass home. Just like when Kane got shot. When Kane got shot in Minister Society, they took him to the hospital. He was bleeding and all that shit, coughing up blood and everything. They rushed him right in and did what they could. But the thing was, in this instance, in the totality of the circumstances, there was nothing for her to do but take him to the hospital. I mean, take him to the doctor. Because taking him to the hospital,
Over here.
don't know what the hell could have happened.
Hurry,
You don't
let's
know
go.
if he's playing or not.
44, they're 76.
So it's like, that's the
He's
thing. It's like when you,
unresponsive, and he is not- he
it
doesn't
was
have a pulse.
only
His pupils
4
are not
minutes.
Responding to light.
I'm not going to reroute my
Yes,
plan
left and fire.
in a 4-minute time frame when I'm doing what I normally do and what's standard procedures.
So good, Sarge.
Yes, correct.
He wasn't responding to a sternal rub whenever I got out of the car.
You good. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's the medical assistant. That's the medical people there. That's actually at the jail. They got the thing to do the shocking thing, the IED thing. I mean, I said the IED. The damn it, the ED. What is it? Damn. Shit. What is the goddamn shocker thing called? The ED. AED. Thank you. Shit. But they got it. I mean, what else are you to do? Still doing chest compressions and everything.
Call for help.
They are doing everything they possibly can. And like I said before, the whole thing with this.
Analyzing. No shock advised. It is safe to touch the patient. If needed, begin CPR.
There you go.
That's with him
Continue.
doing that, though. We've been doing CPR. He was unresponsive whenever I had him in the backseat.
45
Yep.
seconds.
Whenever I got here, and I sternum rubbed him, he wasn't responding. So that's
Yeah,
why
he
I
was
pulled him
already
out and
gone.
started CPR. He said he was going to pass out, but he's also being charged with a bunch of felonies. So it's one of those things.
You don't believe me.
Continue for 1 minute 30 seconds.
And here's the other thing too.
Yeah, I'm the person that was driving.
They go to paramedics and all that stuff there. But here's, well, let me let this play for a minute. But here's the other thing too. you got to realize and acknowledge the fact that a person who has this type of issue, because I can tell you like this, I'm sure that dude has done plenty of things in his life at 23 years old just fine. He's in the prime of his life, and this happening to him was surely one of those freak accident things. But the fact that he knew what he had, he shouldn't have been doing anything but surrendering and going with the police. He shouldn't have been doing nothing but surrendering and going to the police. And right, we don't know if it was a clot or what could have happened. He shouldn't have ran because of his ailment. Because even if they would have, here's the thing. Do you realize that if they would have took more time where he was actually at, trying to figure it out and get him locked up and getting him locked up and getting him processed, do you realize that they would have just kept going and the same thing would have happened to him there? They then would not have transported him and would have had to wait for the police to come anyway. For the paramedics to come anyway. So that 8-minute ride to the station or 8 to 10 minute ride waiting on paramedics, same result. Rico said, I just think they should have called the ambulance once he couldn't catch his breath on the ground. How do you know that? And in that case, would you then call the police, call the paramedics every single time? Yes, I read that in the story. It was of natural causes, crispy leg. Would you do that every single time, Rico? And I get the fact that you asking the question, Rico, but the thing is, because you don't have law enforcement experience and because you ain't had to lock nobody up, obviously, what would you do every single time? Some police officers make 8, 9, 10 arrests in a night. Do you wait for paramedics every time? Because the nigga say, man, I can't breathe after you caught me. Man, I don't feel right, man. I don't feel right. Call the paramedics, man. Take me to the hospital. Do you realize you would never get anything done on your shift? If every single time somebody said they didn't feel right, I can't breathe. How many times have people said that and they can? At that point, if you call the paramedics every single time, how much would you get done? How long would it take for the paramedics to get there, assess this person and say, yeah, he's fine, take his ass to jail? 45 minutes? Hour? Just saying. What if something happens to where when this person is in a situation to where they are getting checked out by the paramedics and the dude starts fighting and hurts a paramedic, kills a paramedic, hurts a police officer, kills a police officer? That's why they have infirmaries at jails and at penitentiaries. Because you can't take every nigga to the hospital. You can't take every nigga. You can't call the paramedics for every nigga. So I'm just saying, I understand that you speaking your opinion, but you still need to reason with what it is that you're saying and acknowledge the facts. Like you said earlier, that you're speaking, acknowledge the facts that we're speaking. It would not, and just like Calvin Dickerson said, Brian, do you believe that if she would have drove him to the hospital, it would have changed anything? No, I don't. I believe that he started the series of unfortunate events by running from the police. Do you think, here's my thing, do you think he would have died had he not been stealing debit cards? Do you think he would have died had he not had a warrant in Ohio? Do you think he would have died had he not assaulted a police officer? Do you think he would have died if he would have told the police officers that he had sickle cell anemia? Do you think he would have died if he wouldn't have ran? Answer them 5 questions for me. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying it that way, it's because we don't want to ask them questions. We don't want to say, hey, man, I get it that you want to look at the professional and see what it is that they did wrong, which is totally fine. But wait a fucking minute. What about this motherfucker who did this shit? Why the fuck does this person just get a pass? We have this thing in our country that we don't want to give responsibility or accountability to none of the people that do stupid shit, fuck shit, bad shit, evil shit, wrong shit. We We just want to put it all on the good people. We always want everybody else to be Martin Luther King and turn the other cheek. But fuck the person who's actually throwing shit at me, who's hitting me, and who's slapping my other cheek. Fuck that guy. Let's let the we know how they is. You know, man. Man, you know how it is, man. You know how it be, man. Why don't you just, just be the bigger man? Man, fuck that. Be the bigger man. By being the pussy, by being the dumbass, by being the fucking person who gets taken advantage of, that makes no sense. And that's just like the same thing with George Floyd. Do y'all realize that, and I said that officer was dead ass wrong. Once he got that motherfucking cuffs, that was the end of it. But do you realize that if George Floyd would have just shut the fuck up and went to jail, he would still be alive? So how important is your life to you, I ask? Now this is the part where they're actually going and they're showing the actual vehicle cam. So this is her driving to the scene again and getting him in the back seat, and you're gonna see him in the back seat. But just think about that. How come we don't ask that question and say, well, wait a minute, motherfucker, why didn't you just go to jail? Wait a minute, motherfucker, why wouldn't you just put your hands behind your back? Wait a minute, why wouldn't you just comply? It's only jail. But instead, you spend 10 minutes talking about you're not that kind of guy. Knowing you high off fentanyl, knowing you high off whatever the fuck else you was smoking or putting in your body, why would you go and do all of that extra shit when you can just go to jail? Because you're going anyway. Once a motherfucker clicker, that's it. You going. Shut the fuck up. Calm down, breathe, and take your ass on. But when you're too high and fucked up, your mind is fucking with you and it got you making wrong decisions. It got you to start thinking dumb, and then you start doing dumb shit. Like saying over and over again, wait, I'm not that kind of guy. I can't go in there. I can't go in the small spaces. I'm claustrophobic. Nigga, you don't even know how to spell claustrophobic. But you should have thought about all of that before you started doing the stupid shit that you were doing. I don't like jail, and I damn sure don't ever want to go to prison. You know what? I'm not going to do shit that's going to get me there. If I go to prison, it's going to be fair time, and I'm going to be caught stealing millions of dollars. Life-changing money. I'm not going to jail for stealing or robbing a fucking liquor store. I'm not going to jail for robbing a nigga at the goddamn ATM. I'm not going to jail for trying to steal a car from another nigga. I'm not going to do it. Nigga gonna catch me, it's gonna be me transporting some keys, driving for the cartel with motherfucking $50,000 on one trip run. Damn, you get locked up with 50 grand. Yeah, nigga, they call me with 50 grand and 20 keys. Well, I ain't gonna know, I gotta do way more for 20 keys. 2 keys. I'm just saying. We do the dumbest shit and then be like fucked up when we get time. Man, motherfucker gave me 6 years, nigga, for robbing a liquor store? Yes, nigga. For what? $300? $1,200 on a good night if it's a hot Saturday at a QT? There's no come up there. But that's what we do when we're thinking stupid and want to get some fast money. If I go to prison, I'm going to Fed prison because I'm going to do something big. Man, this nigga was with some other niggas and they hit a motherfucking Brinks armored truck. Yes. They caught this fat skinny nigga running with 2 bags with $2 million. Then when I get caught, I'm gonna tell them I got sickle cell, I got AFib, I got sarcoidosis, I got everything in the book. Take me to the hospital, please, right now, instead of taking me to jail. That's all I'm saying. That's what you have to realize. Take into account of what the fuck you've done and what the fuck you can go to jail for before you do it. I don't know what happened, but I live in Texarkana, and she drove right past the hospital in her way to take him to jail. And once you pass the hospital, it's only about 2 or 3 minute ride. And all I'm saying is, it would still not have mattered because she doesn't know what is going on with this dude, Lakeisha. And whatever way, and I don't know because I didn't see it, taking your word for it, it was an 8 minute ride total. Out of that 8 minutes, it was only 4 minutes that this dude was unresponsive or he wasn't responding. And you're going to see that in here. Same exact shit. You're going to see that here. And my thing is, in 4 minutes, how do you say, yeah, I'm going to take this motherfucking bad guy to the hospital instead of to the station, which I'm right here at? You ain't going to make that call. You're going to follow procedure. Procedure is take his ass to jail. You're not a medical professional. You are not a person who can provide medical assistance. The best you can do as an officer is provide CPR. Take him to jail. Let them deal with him. That's it. That's all you can do. This person cannot assess this person and say, well, I believe he's having a particular type of... You can't do that. You're not a doctor. Look at him now.
253.
He just got in the car. Now he the most sickest nigga in the world. I get it. Do this person look like he about to pass out? No. It's not until those last few minutes, them last 4-5 minutes that you say, well, damn. This right here looks like a nigga who's hot.
Help!
How many people have done this? So there is no, man, he should have said that person, the first time that person said help, man, should have took him right to the hospital. No, nigga, you don't do it that way.
268.
268.
I'll be out at 4101 Elizabeth Street. She's making us suspicious. We've got a 10-8
Right, Selena. It's bad enough that people lie. Shit, you can't trust that motherfucker, that you can't trust your motherfucking best friend, goddammit, when it comes to some shit. Let alone a criminal that you don't know. Why would I believe this person? This person's a criminal. I'm not gonna believe this person. This person, man, you know, I got this thing where if I don't eat, I got a condition where I have to eat a Wagyu steak every 4 hours. And if I don't, I could die. Oh, gotta go take this motherfucker to Gibson's. Oh, gotta go to Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris don't even have Wagyu beef, but just saying. Sound like somebody who about to die to you?
Please, Tony Arrow.
Huh?
I can't breathe, please.
Got some air going here. I got the air going. Lean up.
I can't breathe.
You breathe long enough to get over here and run.
Exactly. And some people be like, see, he wrong for saying that. No, that's a fair fucking truthful assessment. Motherfucker, you ran your ass all the way over here. You was breathing in. And here's my other point. Let's say the police didn't catch him. He would have ran home because he was almost home. He would have ran home and ran right in his mama's house, and he would have died there. Natural causes. He would have died there. Mama would have then called the ambulance. You think it would have took about 8 minutes for them to get there? Damn straight it would have at least. That's on a good day. He would have died in his mama's living room. Or kitchen. Or wherever the fuck he would have been sitting down at. This dude just should not have fucking ran. He should have just took his ass to jail.
Air's on back here in the back.
I can't.
And please, everybody that's watching, click that like button, please. If this your first time checking me out, click the subscribe button too.
No.
293, 253, hold.
And here's my thing. You telling me, and just in all honesty, can anybody tell me that this dude looks anything other than just a person who is out of breath from running? Nigga tired from running. That's it.
I don't know.
They found no drugs, Tito.
Is it extraditable? Do you want me to transfer him over there? To the police department? Or to the bi-state or the bi-state? He's got tattoos all over him. Yeah, because if he's got
And my thing is this: there's no signs of distress.
I'm gonna help you get
He's
your
saying
way
help
down
you.
to the jail.
And she like, I'ma help you, motherfucker. I'm gonna help you get down to jail. My
What
legs.
did you do to your leg?
I don't know. I need a distraction, please.
You need what?
Please, I need a full distraction.
And what he's asking for is he needs to just stretch his leg out because it's tight in the back to the police car. I get that. Unless you gonna sit in the back of a Maybach 62S, you gonna be tight back there. So the thing is, if he thought that his sickle cell was bothering him, plenty of time for him to tell people. I bet you he didn't even realize it. I bet you he didn't even realize it. We don't know if he had, and here's the thing, stupid question, but what if he had meds at home, but then wouldn't have tell him if he had meds, he would have said, I need to take my medication. He did not once say, I think my sickle cell is getting the best of me and it's fucking me up and I think I'm going. Never once. Never once.
It's probably a cramp.
I can't move.
Darren, how long you been here?
About 6 months.
About 6 months?
He's been in Texarkana for
Okay.
about 6 months. Is what he said. Right, Amanda. He didn't ask for meds. He asked for his mama.
God, please forgive me. Help!
Yelling.
Help!
Did that sound like somebody who's about to die?
Please help.
Do you feel the air?
No,
Well, I can't.
I can't breathe.
Well,
When
no,
you get ready, just give me a thumbs up and I'll stop traffic.
that would sound good. I'm ready.
Let me clear this residence. We'll cover radios down.
Just saying.
I know, I see the bus.
I can't bring my arms anywhere.
Huh?
And now they're pulling off, and it's 7:22. 38 seconds. And here's the thing, too. They said from the autopsy, and I don't know if they're going to have a second one done or whatever the case may be. They said from the autopsy he had the sickle cell trait. It ain't like he had the T-Boz version of sickle cell. It ain't like he had, severe sickle cell like T-Boz. There were some days when T-Boz could not get out of bed. There were some days that T-Boz could not perform because of her sickle cell. I know somebody who has sickle cell, and whenever it affects her, she has problems to where she is in severe pain and gotta like lay down. She don't really want to get up and do nothing. So I'm just saying, they're saying he had the sickle cell trait. They're not saying that this dude was suffering from severe sickle cell, and had they known, that's not even in there. That's not what the autopsy said. So I'm going by what the autopsy report said and just giving it my opinion based on that. He had the sickle cell trait. So that means that it wasn't necessarily severe. That means that he was still able to do shit like run a fucking half mile. Just saying. So, and that's why when they said natural causes, I was like, wow. This is like really like a freak fucking accident then. It's one of those things where it's just a series of unfortunate events took place, and now this dude is
the upper room with Jesus.
That's it. That's what it is. That's just what this is, from my opinion and from the evidence that I've seen. Now, if there's something else that's out there, I get it, but this is just from what I've seen.
I saw the big yellow thing.
Well, I didn't want you to keep backing up. This last thing I want to do is complete.
7:22, 50 seconds, and they rolled.
Do you want me to roll your window down?
No.
And this is all the other stuff that you saw.
No, it's gonna make it hotter.
Okay, you just want me to keep the air on high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still talking. So let's see. And you're going to see at the point where he becomes unresponsible. He's not talking anymore. And then you're going to see the part to where he's actually like going through the motions and is checking out. And I know, Tito, it looks like he's high, but I mean, how high can you really be if you can run a half mile? That ain't no, I'm just gonna run a block. You running a half mile? You scooting like that? You can't be too high. He might have some weed or something in his system, but he's not high to where he's like fucked up.
Debit card abuses. Okay. Well, if they're around you, tell them I'm about to bring the suspect up there to the jail for TC College. If they want to come up there and talk to him, I guess. I'm transporting for TC.
We're at
He ran from them
7:24.
after stealing some stuff from some people and assaulted a peace officer.
2 minutes.
Or you guys transport
Right.
TC Golf.
And now she looks back,
74.
still moving.
I guess they caught her. I don't know. Somebody, cops was talking about her. It was a bunch of hold.
95
Hold on
X-ray.
a second. 263. I'm 95 X-ray. Sorry.
Eyes still open. Eyes have opened. They weren't staying open, but they've opened. And you can see him still moving. We at 7:25.
You do what?
He said he's gonna pass out.
You're about to? You'll be okay. Just lean against the glass. His name is Boykin. Darren Boykin. Yeah. He's from Ohio. And he's not an Odyssey.
All right, y'all. Enough with the back and forth
I'll
about
send
nothing.
you a picture of his ID and him. Yeah.
That's the second time he's done that.
Okay, bye. They'll get you some water up there at the jail. Okay?
Still moving. Still talk. He says I can't. He says I can't even talk. 7:26. 7:26. You can see his facial expression. Still here. Still up. Okay. Keep watching. He's still up. He hasn't shown any sign of struggling yet. Now you can see right here. Unconscious, eyes rolled in the back of the head, and we are at 1927. It is 7:27. We started out at 7:22. That's 5 minutes. 5 minutes that have taken place of this dude not showing any signs of distress to where he's unconscious until right now. Now, what time did he get to lock up? It was what time? Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember? And please, y'all can stop saying he was on drugs and he was doing drugs. Stop saying that, because the autopsy did not say anything about any type of drugs being in the system. So they didn't say it, so we ain't gonna say it. Let's just stick to the facts. James Hudson says, Brian, it was murder. How, Sway? So I'm just saying, we now see at 7:27. 7:27. Now I believe we got to the jail. It was 7:30. 3 minutes.
Where are you?
And to the person who was actually talking before, saying I live in Texarkana, and she drove right past the hospital. It's not until 7:27 that there's anything even visibly wrong with him to where he looks like something that is abnormal. Because I'm going to tell you, this shit right here with this jaw shit, dude, that shit is abnormal. Eyes rolled in the back of his head like this. And he's doing that, yes. He's doing some hellified acting, or you could say that this motherfucker is unconscious and is now showing some signs of needing medical attention.
Stay in now.
No, you already said it was murder, Brian. What I'm asking you is how, James. Don't just say the same thing over again. If you can't have an intelligent conversation and you cannot articulate your point, sir, then stop just saying the same thing over and over again. That's unproductive.
Where are you living now? What's your address?
So she's asking him questions, trying to find out if he's not answering.
You know you're still going to jail either way, right?
She thinks he's playing. She thinks he's playing. That's why you see the chuckle. And the thing is that because people are saying, that was crazy, she just laughed at him. No, because you see it so much, it is funny. You get desensitized from it. Like I said in the beginning of the show, you get desensitized from seeing the same fuck shit day in and day out. Just like how you get used to seeing shit where people were motherfucking people dying. That shit is like, damn, somebody dead. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a nigga shot and be like, damn, they shot that nigga, man. That's fucked up. And keep going. Other people be like, oh my God, they shot him. Why did they do? I've seen it. We hear gunshots in the hood all the time. That shit don't bother me now. If anything, I go get my gun and go see what the fuck going on. Most people hear, pow, 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 pow. Oh my God, call 911, get down. But shit, me, I'm gonna be like, shit, let me get my gun, go see what the fuck going on. Let me get Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Let's go out here and see what's happening. That's what I call my shockwave. I call him Ricky. But that's what I'm going to go do. What the fuck going on outside? Shit. Hey, man, did you hear something? Yeah, I heard something. That's why I grabbed Ricky and came on out. Y'all see something? Say something. That's just what it is. But police officers get desensitized from it. Just like when you hear dispatchers. Dispatchers be on the phone in people's worst situations possible, and they're just as calm as ever. Ma'am, you said what? He's not breathing? Okay, ma'am. Is he turning blue, or is he any discoloration? Okay, ma'am, we're sending units on the way. You said now that you said what? That they're now shooting too? Okay, ma'am, we're sending someone. Just be careful, be safe. That's what you see because you've heard it so much. You don't get all worked up. I've even heard dispatchers be like, sir, you need to calm down because I can't hear you. I can't understand what you're saying. Please stop yelling. And people that think, man, they being disrespectful. No, you just know what it is. Run, Ricky, yeah, running. Run, Ricky, yeah, running. That's their Pop Smoke, baby. So we've had now 1 minute pass. Right? Now you can see clearly, damn, dude is in trouble. He's on his way to the upper room. This is where you would say, someone please call 911.
Good night. Are you getting air back there?
Good.
She's still asking. And she still think he's fucking around.
Hey, Darren, are you getting air?
So she like, this motherfucker playing around. This motherfucker bullshitting. Coming up almost at 3 minutes.
You know, somebody that passes out isn't able to stop themselves from falling forward, right?
Now, y'all remember when I told you to put a pin in it? Here's where this officer had a dumb bitch moment. She thinks that because she's stopping short or she stopped short, he ain't fell all the way forward. However, dummy, with my hands behind my back like this, just because you stop short doesn't mean that I'm going to fall forward, especially when I have a seatbelt on and I'm just leaning over to the side. And at this point, he's just moving, but you ain't gonna necessarily make me fall forward unless you give it all the gas you can to get up to about 65, 70 miles an hour and then slam on the brakes. Then yes, I'm gonna come forward like this. But I'm in a seatbelt, hands behind my back, so bam, I'm not gonna be in a position where I may fall forward just because you stop short a little bit. No way. So that in his defense, she made a bad assessment. That doesn't mean that just because he ain't falling forward, don't mean that this motherfucker ain't unconscious. I've seen motherfucking people that have been literally so high that they can stand up and be leaned over like catch a motherfucker in a heroin nod. They will defy the laws of physics. Am I not lying? Somebody stop me if I'm telling a lie. I've seen a motherfucker leaning so far over in a heroin nod, and you like, how the fuck ain't this nigga fell over? Or how is this bitch still standing? She's standing better than she ever did. Standing like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And she's still standing after all this time. I guess she must be picking up the pieces of her life without him by her side, because she's still standing. Yeah. How many people have seen? I'm on my way. How many people have seen the drunk dude? Drunk to the motherfucker. Should have been fell over and ain't. Like this motherfucker, how the fuck is this nigga on one leg? Lean up, yeah, Deb, caught that Elton John. How the fuck is this nigga leaning over like this and ain't fell over yet? It happens all the time. People will be leaning so far back, they motherfucker should have been fell out of a chair. Won't fucking budge. Hiding a motherfucker. Drunk as Cooter Brown.
Fun fact.
Then she come back, fun fact. Actually, no, it's not a fun fact. That was a dumbass statement to make. And that's probably going to be one of the motherfucking things that's going to get this family paid, because they going to get some motherfucking money. I can promise you that. But, fun fact, that's not a fact, actually, ma'am. So, yeah, you're wrong on that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we call bullshit. Yes. Clearly unconscious. You can see with them eyes rolled in the back of the head that they unconscious. Yep. And now you gonna see them last few moments.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We got one in custody. We're going to follow Wake Village PD to Dusty.
10-4.
Gone. And what time is that? 19:30, 7:30, when she pulls into the garage. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We just timed it. We see the facts. It took 3 minutes for him to get to the upper room. So in those 3 minutes, because everything beforehand, he was conscious, he was talking, yelling, whatever the case may be, all of that shit before that, in 3 minutes. Now it only takes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 2 minutes for the brain to be without oxygen in order for you to have irreparable brain damage or to die. It's one of those two. I think it's 2 minutes. You either have irreparable brain damage, you become brain dead, or you just flat out die. 2 minutes. But in 3 minutes, what could she have done in 3 minutes to potentially save this person's life? And this is the question I asked myself after I watched it the second time. In 3 minutes time, I'm on my way to jail. I'm on my way to a place where there is medical attention in case this motherfucker really do need it. This is where I'm going. I don't know at that 3 minute mark how close or how far away she was from a hospital, but the point is my mission and my job is to take this person here. Aside from me going to jail to where I'm supposed to be going, because with following procedure, that's where I go, or going to the hospital, what other options would I have? There was nothing that this person could have done. So are we saying it's an accident or she murdered this black man because of ignorance? It's murder. Mr. ATA, you just got here, sir, obviously, because the point is that in 3 minutes time, what could you have done, Mr. ATA? Without being a medical professional, without knowing what this person could or could not have done. Once she saw clear signs of there being a person who is unconscious and in distress, 3 minute window from there to jail. Yes, it happens all the time, Selena. You can give medical attention to somebody and they still die. And I've seen people who've actually died and been brought back in the hospital. Passed out. Checked out. Gone. Enough CPR, enough compressions. There you go. Exactly, Lion Tribe. That shit happens all the time. It happens all the time. There's no way that this person could have done anything to prevent this. Just saying. There's no way in every you make this stop or make this arrest or make this drop off to jail 100 times. What she did would be the correct thing. Unless you got a fucking DeLorean and then went back and then came back from the future and now you know what happened and you call paramedics on site once you tackle this motherfucker, that's the only thing you can do. Randy Dwayne said murder due to neglect. How was it neglect? Everybody who says they don't feel good don't get to go to the hospital, Randy. Just saying. That's just one of those things to where it's like it was totally out of his control. And it's like we as black folks, we need to start realizing and looking at things like this with the totality of circumstances so that we can make an assessment, because sometimes there is some fuck shit that takes place. And then sometimes there isn't. Every time something happens to a black person, it don't mean that Whitey was trying to kill him. It don't mean that, man, they was trying to kill, they didn't care about that person, man, they treated that person like, it ain't that case every single time. And we need to stop doing that. We need to start holding each other responsible and accountable for the things that we do. Like I said before, all of the what if games that we want to play, let's play the what if he didn't run. Let's play the what if he didn't steal no debit cards. Let's play the what if he didn't assault a police officer. Let's play the what if he didn't have a felony in fucking a felony warrant in motherfucking Ohio. Let's play that game. Let's play the what if he didn't run a half a mile. You can tell me them 5 what ifs and this guy would still be alive. So let's really just have the conversation and talk about the what ifs as opposed to just making it seem like everything is the worst thing that ever happened and these people out here killing black people on purpose every day, because that clearly was not the case. Now, is it a tragedy that this young man died? Yes, but he died being stupid. Just like a person who goes and plays chicken with a fucking train and fucks around and slips and falls and dies. Is it a tragedy that that person died? Yes, but he died doing some stupid shit. Plain and simple. And I'm so sick of us doing stupid shit where people see this shit is stupid and still play the regardless game. But that don't matter. You gotta look at it and see what happened. And now everybody's upset and everybody wants to come to a stupid motherfucker's rescue, while meanwhile, all the other people that's making the right decisions and some shit will happen to them or they won't help them at all. The motherfucker who doing what the fuck they supposed to do, oh, you don't help that motherfucker. We gonna donate $100,000 to this nigga that was doing stupid shit. But that kid that's in college right now that barely made it in the motherfucker because they don't have no money, who gotta eat top ramen every day, you won't put shit on that motherfucker's GoFundMe. You won't hit that motherfucker's Cash App. So it's like you gotta look at that shit. And then I got another video that I want to show y'all to prove my fucking point on how niggas just love to fucking lie and will do anything and I mean anything, just for some fucking attention for a motherfucker that they don't even know just because. And I almost, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and let's do it. I was going to show y'all this and I was going to really talk about this motherfucker, but I said I'll be damned if I give this motherfucker's name out. I'll be damned. Look at this motherfucker. Now, somebody tell me right now, is that a dude or is that a woman? Is that a man or a woman? Somebody tell me. What's your bets? What's your bets? Come on, place your bets. Place your bets. Place your bets. Tell me what it is. Permanent brain damage is only after 4 minutes without oxygen. The death can occur as 4 to 6 minutes. So bam, still had time. Man, I hope. Smitty said a man, I hope. Transformer, right? Now, how this person looks is one thing. Because this shit don't make no kind of sense. At least a motherfucker who look like that should have the wherewithal to put on a motherfucking bonnet. But not this bitch. Watch how this bitch act. Watch this bitch.
Let me just start by saying that.
Why she crying already?
Fuck you, Apple. Like, whenever I...
That's sad to say fuck you, Apple? That's what you got your tears going?
I really need my Apple products that I pay so much money for.
Right.
They don't fucking work. Oh, look at this. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this shit, y'all. She killed him. Like, anybody that watches that fucking video from the back seat, if you looking from her body, it looked like she ain't do shit to him. She played that shit off so fucking good, dog. When you see the fucking back cam behind her in the back seat, she killed that man. She watched him die. You couldn't tell me. And that's why I watched the whole video. Something told me watch the whole video because I just could not stop. Like something, no, like it was the hardest thing for me to ever watch. It was to see him die back there because
do y'all see this?
I keep telling y'all, like, put him in jail.
First of all, you should be crying. Matter of fact, let me get one that this match, actually. Let me get my matching bonnet. I'm sorry. Yeah, that match a little bit better. You got all this emotion for a motherfucker you don't even know. What the fuck is she in tears for like this? She don't even know this nigga.
That was so much more important to his life. While he was dying,
look
she
at
said,
her.
You still going to jail anyway. Like, his soul won't even be free.
She said his soul. Do y'all hear this shit? Do y'all hear this shit? This motherfucker don't know this man. This ain't her husband. This ain't her boyfriend. This ain't her cousin. This ain't nobody. She's talking about this man's soul from a video and is in fucking all out tears. What the fuck is going on? She just went from Apple products to this nigga and his soul. Listen to this bitch.
The hardest thing for me to ever.
Look, I'm sorry. I gotta do it.
Let me just start by saying that. Fuck you, Apple.
Fuck you,
like,
Apple.
Whenever I really need my Apple products that I pay so much money.
She's literally trying to be funny. Right here. She's literally trying to be funny. First off, let me say this. Fuck you, Apple. Like we all gonna be like, hell nah, she on that shit, Joe. Yeah, this bitch. She on that shit. She like, fuck you, Apple. Hell yeah, Joe. My phone be fucking up too, Joe. Bitch probably on iOS 4. Ain't updated her phone since she probably had it, but talking about how it don't work. what the fuck ever. But why the fuck have you, or how in the fuck do you go from that to fucking where you grabbing your heart talking about this nigga soul?
Money for, they don't fucking work.
They don't fucking work.
Oh, look at this shit, y'all. Look at this shit, y'all.
She's showing herself. Snot nose.
She killed him.
She killed him. Look at this bitch hair. Somebody should kill you. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna let this shit ride. Somebody should kill her. Please. She is not a contributing member of society. She looks like she just today got thrown that t-shirt and was let off of her plantation. Look at her fucking hair. She doesn't even have the wherewithal. Now this ain't a bitch who done went live on accident. This bitch doesn't even have the wherewithal to go and put something on her fucking head. Like, I don't know, a baseball cap. I don't know, a fucking bonnet, bitch. At least, and my shit is pretty good. I need to get a cut. I'm going this Friday. Shout out to my man Darnell. Appreciate you, bro. I'm going to get my shit cut this Friday, but at least I got the fucking wherewithal to say, you know, I need to at least have on a bonnet because I don't want nobody to see my edges and I don't want nobody to see my new growth in the back. So let me put this bonnet on before I tell the internet about what the fuck this white bitch done did to this black boy.
Anybody that watches that fucking video.
Look at that shit. What is that little piece of antenna of a fucking braid sticking out the side of her head? Niggas need to seriously, niggas should have to fill out an application and have a fucking interview before they get internet access, before you can go live. Now, if you just searching and doing shit on Google, anybody should be able to do that. In order for you to have the ability, and this is where I get on the mandate side. In order for you to be able to go live, you need to be interviewed and should have to fill out a fucking application. Because I promise you, this bitch would fail both. Application, and you got to be voted on by a committee of at least 9, like the Supreme Court justices, motherfucker. IQ test as well. Thank you, King Jen. That bitch ain't no black Thundercat. She's a black thunder rat. Thunder rats are on the move. Thunder rats are loose. Thunder, 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 thunder rats. Thunder, 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 thunder rat. Thunder, 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 thunder rats. God damn. Look at her. Y'all know that this is too much. She's going too far. Thunder, 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 thunder rat. What? That's what they say. They'll say ho. Thunder, 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 thunder rat. What? Look at her. Jesus Christ.
From the back seat, if you looking from her body, it looked like she didn't do shit to him. She played that shit off so fucking good, dog. When you see the fucking back cam behind her in the back seat, she killed that man. She watched him die. You couldn't tell me. And that's why I watched the whole video. Something told me watch the whole video because I just could not stop.
Look at this shit.
Like something, it
holding her t-shirt like it's a roll, like it's cold outside. No,
it was to see him die back there because I keep telling y'all, like,
who cried like that? Who put their tongue between their teeth and be like, fucking a tin man from the Wiz. Bitch should just be sitting there like, a tea, a tea, a tea. Jesus Christ. Get up and sing her song. Slide some edge control to me. Slide some edge control to me. Fucking Nipsey Russell in this motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Bitch, you should never put yourself on the internet ever again. I wouldn't have even tripped if this bitch would have went live and just had like the circle over the face where it ain't showing nothing. It's just showing like the first initial of your name or something. God damn. Or she went live like Bolo. Bolo go live all the time and you never see Bolo face. Do a Bolo then if you look like that. And I know Bolo don't look like that, but god damn it, at least do something. Shit.
Putting him in jail was so much more important than his life. While he was dying, she said, "You still going to jail."
He was dying. He was dying. Why is she touching this? What does this have to do with your sorrow? What does this have to do with your hurt and your pain that you're feeling for this nigga you never knew?
Jail anyway.
Like
his soul won't even be free.
His soul won't be free. This bitch has said his soul. What? His soul won't be free? And yes, big damn foot. That's why I'm going in on this bitch. Because she's fucking acting. For fucking likes. This bitch got like 30 subscribers. This shit is ridiculous. This is her largest video because she named the shit after the shit that's going on. And that's how I saw the shit in doing my research. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Then I said, who the fuck is this ugly bitch? Then I said, why the fuck ain't this bitch did nothing to her hair? Then I said, why is this bitch crying? She must be related to this nigga. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong. Wrong.
Oh my god, I can't watch it. It was the hardest thing for me to ever watch.
She can't watch it, but she's still watching it.
I never seen anything like that. And to see her reflection in the glass.
In the glass.
To see her reflection
Her
in
reflection
the glass.
in the glass.
Just smirking the whole time.
Smirking the
while
whole
he's
time.
taking his
Taking his last breath.
And she listened and she didn't want to sit with him.
Sit with
her
him.
body cam.
She didn't even want to sit with him. Oh my God. And now, his soul will never be free. His soul will be in police car backseat hell forever. He's gonna be trapped in that police car. Bitch, please. You just sitting here just this. Hey, I feel more. You want to see a motherfucker that cry? This is a real motherfucking cry. Now that's a motherfucker who hurting, goddammit. This bitch ain't hurting. That's a nigga who is in pain. That's a nigga there who is emotional. This bitch is bluffing. She's playing dope fiend games. That's a real nigga that's crying. That's a nigga when you see that nigga, oh yeah, that nigga hurting there. That nigga hurt. That nigga hurt. That's what you say about that nigga there. Look
her
at
body cam the whole time. You should have seen.
Buddy, you should have seen
his chest, like
chest.
his dead body.
Bumping his chest.
Steady pushing that. No, he fucking dead. This is the only time you decide to follow protocol. What would it have taken for you to pull over and be like, look, bro, you still going to jail, but you said that your life, you said that you couldn't breathe and you needed help and you kept screaming, so I am going to call the ambulance. I am going to help you.
So she said the police officer is supposed to get out the car, go around to the side of that car, and be like, look, bruh, you said you couldn't breathe, and since you said that, I'm going to get somebody to help you. So I'm going to call the ambulance, and then we're going to get you some help. Niggas should not be allowed to go live. I'm telling you, without a fucking certified fucking letter from the Go Live Commission. We need to start a fucking Go Live Commission to where you have to get an ID and you have to get a certified number to where you can go live. Other than that, niggas can't go live. Did you hear her? She's just literally talking for the sake. She didn't even making no fucking sense.
Because that's what she...
Look.
Why would you take this job if all you want to do
is
job and breathe and you need help? Body cam the whole time. You should have seen how they were pumping his chest. His dead body. Steady pushing and pushing at him. And you know he fucking dead. And this is the only time you decide to follow protocol. What would it have taken for you to pull over and be like, look, bro, you still going to jail, but
Can
you
like
said
that,
that
they
your
go to boom,
life...
man. That old cow fly all. Tell you what, man, you won't get a flying cow, man. You go load up them dynamite and old can like that, they go to boom, man. That old cow fly all. Tell you what, man, you won't get a flying cow.
This is exactly what she's saying, literally.
Load up them dynamite and old can like that, they go to boom, man. That old cow fly all. Tell you what, man.
That's what the fuck she's saying.
You said that you couldn't breathe and you needed help and you kept screaming, so I am going to call the ambulance. I am going to help you.
I'm going to help you.
Because that's what she's supposed to do. Why would you take this job if all you want to do is put people away?
Why would you take this job if all you want to do is put people away? Bitch! What kind of job? So that's my job? I just put people away? Fuck all the people I help. Fuck all of the lives I save. Fuck all of that shit. My job is just to take people to jail.
You missing the other half.
This bitch, do you see this shit?
People so evil, dog. It took that man life for no fucking reason.
It's a evil. She's literally just talking.
His charges, you look at his charges, all he want to do is live a better life and the system is set against us.
If you look at his charges, all he wanted to do was live a better life. I can't take this shit. That bitch said if you look at his charges, all he wanted to do was live a better life. Just look at his charges. He got murder, Grand Theft Auto. He got a RICO. Oh no, he's just trying to live a better life. He's not that kind of guy. He's just trying to live a better life. He stole debit cards. Oh my God! Yes, he had warrants. Oh my goodness, he was just trying to live a better life. That's all he was trying to do. And y'all stopping him. Y'all police are some motherfucking haters. Y'all hating on these. Y'all hating on him. He was just trying to live a better life. Bitch, please.
We can't never fucking win.
We can't. This bitch said we can't never fucking win. This is why I hate niggas. Niggas, do you hear this? And nobody's saying nothing. This is what niggas be feeling. The only reason why I'm doing this is because this is what niggas say. And this is how niggas actually are. The niggas that's on the block, the niggas that's in the hood, this is the shit that they think and say. I would not be playing this if I didn't know that there are people who are right on in this bitch. You right, girl, they were hating on him. He was just trying to live a better life and they just shot him down like he was a dog. dog in the street. Why? Why? Bitch like Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon when they kill motherfucking Ahura. Ahura! And Bruce Lee was like,
It gets so mighty. That's it. He ain't hurt nobody or nothing. All you could have.
Fair Play said her edges can't win. No.
He was screaming help. Y'all gotta watch the video.
You was screaming for help.
And I'm so disappointed in this fucking laptop because I wanted y'all to see my.
That bitch said, I'm so disappointed in this live talk. You can't win, child. You can't get even, and your edges are a shame. You going live, girl. Your edge is terrible, and they can't get out the game. Girl, you need to be doing your hair instead of doing it live. I'm just saying. Fuck what you heard. This shit is ridiculous. This bitch hair is atrocious. You should not be allowed to be out in public or to be on any type of social media whatsoever with your hair looking like this. She should get one of them community guidelines notices, and they should end her live and say, due to the nature of your hairstyle, you are violating the community guidelines, and therefore your live has been stopped. If you continue to go live like this, it will result in a strike. That's what the fuck they need to do.
Reaction to watch my face. When I saw her kill this man, when I watched.
She said, when I saw her kill this man. What the fuck is wrong with niggas, man?
Him die. I watched him die in the back seat of a police car.
And I can tell you by the look of this bitch room, she's in some type of Section 8 government housing where there's plenty of niggas that's dying, and they ain't dying in police cars. They just dying all around her, and she got a problem with this one. Ain't that about a bitch?
And she probably walking around living her life.
Living her
like
life.
Nothing happened. Like she takes somebody's life.
Why is she all up in here?
About it. No blink. No
blink.
Just da-da-da-da. She tapped
her
fingers on the steering wheel.
She just walking around with we just living her life like it's golden. Living her life like it's golden, 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 golden. Living her life like it's golden, yeah. And she just walking around breathing. And she walking around blinking her fucking eyes. She walking around eating. She walking around just going to the bathroom and shit. She just going to just living her life, going to work. This shit is crazy. Just living her life, drinking coffee, sipping tea, voting. How this bitch just going around like this is just killing me. Oh my God, this bitch. She's living her life. How is she doing this? This is crazy. I just can't believe her. She just going around talking on a cell phone. Oh my God. She texting people. Oh my God.
Why he fucking jerking?
Jerking.
Like, what did you talking about? Like you can't tell me you ain't even just watching that man die in the back of you. You didn't tell me you didn't just watch that man take his last breath. You just took his life. Like.
And there you go. You just heard it, didn't you? Did y'all just hear it? Hold on. I'm going to take it back to see if y'all heard. Look at the back of them mother boy. If that don't look, I just seen Shang-Chi. If that don't look like one of them soul stealer tentacles in the back of her motherfucking head, boy, I don't know what is. Look at that shit. Thank you, Amanda. She got it. Fair Play got it. Daquan got it. You hear it, right? Look, let's go on back. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I can hate me shit to you. You didn't tell me. You didn't just watch that man take his. You just took his life like it hate me.
And that's a little baby. That wasn't no baby talking about, hey, bitch, get off live and come here and give me some of these motherfucking Cheerios on top of the refrigerator. You know I can't reach this shit. That's a little bitch back there doing some Yes, was that a slide whistle? It was, because it's a fucking cartoon on, because this bitch is babies, the TV is babysitting this bitch.
Shit to you. Like, nigga, you did this shit. I don't give a fuck if you die or not.
Fuck if you die or not.
And the worst part about it is, the whole thing, she says...
You want me to tell you how, another reason for those of you who still may be doubting and thinking she's really upset? You want me to tell you the other reason why I know she's full of shit and she's just fucking putting on a fucking stellar performance trying to act? The bitch ain't wiped her tears. She knows she's live. And she just letting her face be all fucking nasty because she's faking. Yes. And she too is from Kew Gardens and getting by on her nappy ass braids.
TC should be sitting with the patient. Like, no fucking... Like, I don't give a fuck about that, man.
Don't fuck about that, man.
The whole time, she knew she was finna kill him.
She knew it.
She knew she was finna
She
kill
knew.
him. She just played it off like she was just doing her job.
It off.
She knew she was finna.
She knew she was gonna kill him. She knew it. I love me some Harpo. Lord knows I do. But she knew she was gonna kill him. And I said, I know there's a God. Yes. When I see Miss Seeley, I know that. Oh, I know that there's a God that knows it. When I seen him in the backseat of that car, going off to jail, I know that there was a God.
Kill this man.
This Color Purple.
You can't fucking tell me that.
Right off the set of Color Purple.
You can't tell me she didn't commit.
And you know how I know she's off the set of the Color Purple? She was the girl who was young Seeley she was the stunt double that took the brick to the head for Whoopi Goldberg. When she was like, you ain't none of my mammy. She like, ugh. She was the stunt double. She took that rock to the head. Yes. This is young Whoopi. This is ghetto Whoopi. This is what would have happened if Whoopi wouldn't have hit it big with the comedy. This is before Whoopi met Ted Danson. Before that white man changed her life. Before she started doing the Oscars. With Steve Martin and I'm sorry, not Steve Martin. You look marvelous. What's that nigga name? Before she started doing that shit, this is Whoopi right here. Going live. Back in the 80s.
Fucking murder back there.
Fucking murder back there.
1430. That man didn't deserve that.
That man didn't deserve that.
Yeah. He may have tried to run, but you know what? When he decided to, he couldn't even. He
Billy
was
Crystal, thank
fighting
you.
the whole time. You should see how many times he died back there.
I said Steve Martin, Robin Williams. You're right. This is Listen to it.
Okay.
Right. He like, bitch, are you done crying? Y'all hear the little kid say, bitch, are you done with life? Now get in here and feed me. I ain't ate in 6 hours, bitch, and you in here going live? Can you get off of fucking live? Okay. What? He like, bitch, would you get off of live?
All I'm saying is she probably living her life, and these officers that kill these people, they need to be held accountable, because this shit ain't right, dawg. It's not right. These the real criminals. They holding badges. Like, if they just doing it. And getting away with it. Like, they need to be held accountable for the shit that they do to us.
Yeah, you right, Lion Tribe. I can't believe that there's a nigga on this earth that not only had sex with her, but had unprotected sex with her and got her pregnant. I know that nigga looked just like her, or if not worse. But why would a nigga say, I'm gonna continue my bloodline with this bitch? Yes, the one with her hair like that. They ain't combed her hair in 2 years. That's the one I want to have a kid with. Come here, baby.
That's why they keep doing it to us, because they don't get in trouble.
They don't get in
This shit
trouble.
was 2019. I'm just now seeing about it. I'm heartbroken. Because I don't think I've ever seen a person die before. I felt that shit. I felt it in my legs. I felt that shit.
He felt it in my legs. Just like him. And just like my cousin died. She felt it in her legs. Oh, her legs. She felt it. Oh, sweet Jesus. I felt it in my legs. Bitch, how do you feel somebody dying in your legs? Are you serious? Y'all can't tell me that y'all thinking this is serious. And to the people in the beginning of the show that was like, I don't see what's funny. I don't see how this is a laughing matter. You want me to be like this, bitch? Is this how I'm supposed to be? When I'm giving commentary or I'm breaking down a video, I'm supposed to be like this, bitch? Seriously? You would have thought that this bitch kid died.
All over my chest. I couldn't breathe for a moment. I couldn't breathe.
So now she can't breathe neither. Why is it that every time some shit go left, niggas can't breathe? Niggas feel sad, niggas can't breathe. Niggas go to jail, niggas can't breathe. Niggas late for work, niggas can't breathe. Niggas birthday, niggas can't breathe. Niggas don't pay a bill, niggas can't breathe. Why didn't you pay your phone bill, man? It's showing that you're 9 days overdue. I couldn't breathe. I was trying to pay my phone bill, but I couldn't breathe with this motherfucker, man. Y'all ain't help me do this shit, nigga. I ain't breathing this motherfucker, man. What the fuck, nigga? I tried to pay the motherfucker bill, but I couldn't breathe with this motherfucker. I ain't getting nowhere. This shit is ridiculous.
I was in shock to see the evil in her in person. Not reading
the evil in her in person. And my thing is, she's this emotional about a man she don't even know, but she ain't this emotional about her hair. She's not this emotional about how she looks, about why she grabbing her shirt like it's a fucking shawl and she cold, about how she feeling it's all in her chest and in my own legs. I felt this death. I felt it dying in my legs. Oh my God. Lady,
a lot of lies set around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
Shout out to Amazing A. And shout out to my man Crispy. They say, I have a question because I finally got to where I have steady internet. Did the police get the man, or did he just run his own life out? No, they called him and he basically had an episode in the car and that's how he died.
about it or hearing about it, but to see that shit right then and
See
there.
that shit right then and there. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'll say this. The only person who should be crying like this is the nigga that fucked her and got her pregnant. He should be somewhere live like, I can't believe I got this bitch pregnant. Oh, my God. She gonna have my baby and shit. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to make child support. I can feel it in my pocket. I can feel it in my chest. Oh, my God. Yeah, like they don't even care. I had this bitch pregnant. I can't breathe. I can't breathe at all. Oh, my God. This shit is killing me. Sir, it's twins. What? Oh, no. I can't believe it, bro. Oh, my God. That's how the nigga who got her pregnant should be.
Listen, y'all. I keep telling y'all, and for all the people that keep telling me, oh, you're being pessimistic. No, I'm telling you the truth.
That shit don't even fit. You're being pessimistic. This bitch.
Ooh, this is the truth. This the shit. This the shit that they listen.
Shout out to Brandy, hit your boy with $25. I appreciate it.
You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about in this video. It's a reason why you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about in this video. But you know who Megan Thee Stallion is. You know when a bitch wearing a diamond and all of this shit. This pointless shit. Why they picking us off one by fucking one.
Picking us off one by one. You want to know what she talking about? Selena, ain't you heard it? Here, let me rewind. Hold on. I'm going to rewind it for Selena so she can hear what she talking about. Here's what she's talking about, Selena.
You want to get a flying cow, man. You go load up them dynamite and old cannon like that. They go to boom, man. The old cow fly all. Tell you what, man. You want to get a flying cow, man. You go load up them dynamite and old cannon like that. They go to boom, man. The old cow fly all. Tell you what, man.
That's what she was saying. Jesus Christ, Selena. Follow the show.
I don't know where y'all gonna wake up. I guess it ain't gonna matter till it's one of you. And then you reaching out to a person like me, your spirit reaching out to a person like me to try to make a difference. No, it's time for y'all to start doing y'all parts while y'all here.
Listen to her.
It's a shame that we not doing nothing about it.
That bitch sound like Day Day, and y'all ain't even doing nothing about it. Day Day, that crazy bitch outside again. Y'all ain't even doing nothing about it.
Let them give us a holiday, a statue, cause that's all we ever been to them. It don't fucking matter. We don't matter. All we are is entertainment. They like to look at us, but they fucking hate us. They don't want us here, and nobody ever has any consequences for making us disappear.
Look,
period.
Bitch, all this shit that you saying is happening, I swear I wish somebody would make it happen to you. I'm sorry. I'm going to call a thing, and I'm going to say what everybody's thinking. Man, come on now. The Thunder Rats need to get together and get rid of this motherfucker.
Put her in jail.
Nigga, do y'all see? Is that a cage on that window? What? Oh no!
I want her under.
I gotta go
period.
Back.
A statue. All we ever been to them. It don't fucking matter. We don't matter.
Oh yeah, this bitch got bars. This bitch got bars, nigga. She got bars. Bars on her windows. Boy, that lets you know where the fuck she at. Look at them bars. We gonna put her on the next bar for bar. She gonna kill it all. Certified fly right there.
We are as entertainment. They like to look at us, but they fucking hate us. They don't want us here. And nobody ever has any consequences for making us disappear. Period.
Who is making niggas disappear? So I guess them 86 niggas that was shot in Chicago over the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm right. Let me make sure I'm right. Let me make sure I don't want to get it wrong. Let's see how many. I'm sorry, it wasn't 85. 65 niggas shot, 6 dead. How many? Who's making 6 people disappear? 8 children shot in a weekend. Children. 1 died in a weekend. This weekend it just passed. 4-year-old boy dead on deadening them. 6 people dead, 65 shot Labor Day weekend. Who's doing that? Who's doing this to them? They making us disappear. We just dying out there. Nobody died. Nah. Jesus, take me out. That's what the fuck she's doing. Fuck you talking about?
Put her in jail. I want her under.
Now she just stopped.
Fucking.
How did she just go from hysteria to now she's being concise and explaining exactly what she wants?
Jail. I want her family coming to see her in a fucking dungeon with nothing. If y'all really want to make a change, everybody knows that for hundreds and hundreds of years we've been begging for change and there has never been any. Everybody knows that the white man could sign a paper, push a button. All it takes, that's how easy it is. They could shut down the world. They could take your life. They could do anything they fucking want with the push of a button and a stroke of a fucking finger.
Hey, now I'm going to tell you pro-black motherfuckers this. If that shit is true, please, I'm praying to Almighty Whitey. Please, white man, with all your infinite power and wisdom, can you please push a button, sign a piece of paper, snap your fingers or click your heels 3 times and say, please do whatever you must to keep this nigga off live and to do something with her hair. I beg of you, almighty whitey of the whitest people. Please, all of you, you movers and shakers at the upper echelon of whitedom, please do something to this bitch's hair. Please, I beg of you. In whitey name. Caucasian.
So make a real fucking change for once. Put that bitch under the fucking jail. I'm done. Put that bitch under the jail. I'm done.
She really thinks she said some real profound shit right there. She really do.
So make a real fucking change for once. Put that bitch under the fucking jail. I'm done.
She really thought she said some real shit. She thought she dropped a bomb. Like, yeah, motherfucker. Now, go live after that. She really think like, yeah, motherfucker, y'all can't do shit with this now. You done told them, girl. And you know what that bitch said?
See, I never just did things just to do them. Come on, I mean, what am I gonna do? Just all of a sudden just jump up and grind my feet on somebody's couch like it's you know, something to do. Come on, I got a little more sense than that. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet on somebody's couch. You know?
That's just what that bitch did. A bunch of just fucking meaningless words. And like I said, the fact that she came on here acting like she was so hurt and so broken and just going in and out of that crying hysterically shit with ease. This is why when motherfuckers be talking about we got to protect black women, we got to look out for our sisters, when they doing shit like this, meanwhile your kid is unattended or watching the fucking TV without any of the shit that he's obviously asking or she is obviously asking for. The last time I checked Bigfoot, it was only about 1,300 views, but it was her most viewed video. She only had about 6 of them up there. Her most viewed video, right there. Fucking ridiculous. And like I said, my biggest problem with this is that there are people who are listening to this shit and listening to this bitch and really believing that she's fucking really toe up about it. And then there's other people that's agreeing with the stupid shit she's saying. She's just walking around living her life, blinking her eyes. Bitch, if you don't get off of the internet, please. My bonnet getting too hot. This is ridiculous. And let me say this. I understand that niggas won't. No, let me say it the right way. I understand that everybody feels that they have something to say and they have something to offer and that they have something that they want to contribute. However, y'all know I don't do all of that black sector bullshit, but I've seen some of these niggas here and there, and these niggas will have 4 people watching them, 3 people watching them, 2 people watching them, and I ain't even tripping on the numbers, but literally won't be talking about anything. I'm not saying nothing, like silence, but won't be talking about anything. Like, will be like, yeah, you know, so I told her, you know, call me. She never called. So it's like, I'm going to call her. So I called her back and she ain't called me. So I'm like, well, why you ain't called? Shit, I'm talking stupid shit just like that. The same exact way that motherfucker was talking. That's the same exact way that these motherfuckers be on the internet talking. And it be on Instagram, it be on Facebook Live, and it be on YouTube. Literally have nothing to talk about. We'll do an entire fucking 4-hour show, 3-hour show, talking about nothing. Saying the same thing over and over again. Won't have a bit of context. Saying, okay, well, here's what I'm about to talk about. Why am I talking about it? And what do I want to get across? None of that. No context whatsoever, but call themselves a content creator. You have no content. Just because you making a video don't mean that there's some content to your shit. It's nothing. It's just you talking. These niggas are literally, I'm telling you like this. These people would have a more productive conversation just being on the cell phone as opposed to being live. And you got niggas clicking the link and coming in. What y'all talking about shit? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Hey, did anybody hear from Darnell? Cause Darnell was on live like a week ago, but then he was supposed to hit me up for a show, but I never heard from him. So I'm just trying to find out what's going on with Darnell. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, that shit crazy. Well, did you call him? No, I ain't called him. I just hopped on here because I saw y'all was live. Y'all seen the niggas do it on Tommy's show. He'll have his link open and be like, I only want to talk to people that got a disagreement with me. And these niggas would just pop in. What's the topic? The fuck? Yeah, I just want to tell you, first and foremost, Tommy, I agree with you. I just said I want to talk to people who disagree with me. That's it. Okay. What the fuck, man? And don't get it wrong. I like talking to Tommy too. I like being on the show with Tommy. I get it. But I do understand and realize the fact that every show ain't meant for me. And every show ain't meant for me to be on it. I can watch every show. I can listen to every show. But every time that nigga opens up his lines, that don't mean that's an invite for me. It don't mean I need to get on there just to say what's up. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. It's like, nigga, we get online for the dumbest shit. And Deluxe 24/7 said, I used to vent online until I realized that was a horrible idea. And it is. It really is. When you don't have a point. When you don't have a purpose. I'm not just saying one of these. And when you don't have a plan. Niggas, stop going live with no plan, no purpose, and no point. It's like niggas would do the dumbest shows just for the sake of doing a show. I can't tell you. There have been times when I've seen a video and be like, damn, I should do a video. I should do a show about this. And I go through that and I say, well, what's my point? What's the purpose of it? And what's my plan in getting it done? And if I can't answer all three of those, it's not worth me doing. I could just replay some shit for y'all. And just, yeah, you see this shit crazy. But if there's no point to it, if there's no message behind it, why do it? That's just like that stupid ass nigga that sit back and play other niggas' videos that they making for this nigga. I can't articulate my point. I can't say what it is that I really need to say. I can't break down something that is about me. So I'm going to let other niggas make videos saying what I want to say, and then I'll just replay that video and then let people go ahead and comment on me playing that nigga's video back about what they saying about me and what I want to say back to them. That's that shit from fucking Tropical Thunder. I'm a dude disguised as a dude acting like another dude. That's what that shit is. And motherfuckers are applauding that shit. It's like, what in the Dulo twist is this? I'm telling y'all, that motherfucking, that Dulo twist, it's like, forget about it. You can just use it in so many ways because it means absolutely nothing. You can use it for whatever. It can be a person, place, or a thing, or it can be a situation. It's whatever you want it to be. That's just whatever you want it to be. But I'm just telling y'all, we've got to get to a point to where not saying everything has to be, uplifting and everything no, but everything should have a purpose. If it's to have a good time, if it's to be entertaining, if it's to be serious, just like and just like that show Tommy did today. That was a real tough show. And it was a show that I'm glad he did. And it was a show that really touched on some really important shit. And it's like, the fact that you have a show like that and you can actually make a point, even though it's very troubling, it's emotional, it's sad, it's all of that, but there's a point behind it. There's a point behind it. There's something that we can all learn from that show. It wasn't just him making a fucking video because it was Michael K. Williams. He went beyond that and made that point of it being him to say even someone who was as successful in the short career that he had as he was, these things that he suffered from, we are all suffering from to some degree. Do you understand that? And it's like, it's not just about, oh, he talking about the celebrity. No, it's about the point and the actual context in which he was using and what he actually was saying about what happened to that person. And how that person, being the celebrity that he is, still was suffering from it. So imagine how tough it must be for someone who's an everyday Joe Schmo. You know what it made me think about? And what I always mention about, bring up, is that how we in the black community, we talking about how shit happens to kids. We don't protect the kids. We don't protect women. And all we do is mistreat each other. And we take advantage of each other. And we shame each other. And I said, man, do you realize how long it's been like that for the nerd? The black male or female nerd. Shout out to my man Mega Mortis. Hit me with $25. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. The black male nerd, the black female nerd, they've been getting it the worst the longest. As a kid. As a young adult. As a teenager. As an adult. And most nerds don't get that status to where they turn around and create something amazing like the Super Soaker and become a fucking multi-millionaire. There's a black dude that did that. A black nerd made the Super Soaker and became a fucking multi-millionaire. And I think maybe about 5 years ago, he went and sued Mattel and got some more money because they was cheating him out of his fucking royalties. And he won that shit. I'm just telling you like this. Make it make sense to where when you do this and when it's over, when the live is off, when the show is over, that you can go back and look, someone else can go back and look and actually get something from it, as opposed to it just being a bunch of people say, yeah, that's right, man, yeah, that's true. Well, they can say, damn, I learned something. Great point. Wow, I didn't even look at it like that. Wow, at first I was disagreeing with it, but then once you said what you said, that made me agree with you. You changed my outlook on it. Go and let it be something to where something that people can build off of. As opposed to where it's just you acting a goddamn fool like this bitch here. For no reason at all and no purpose. Uninformed, no facts, just all fucking feelings, and your feelings weren't even real. Wow. Brandy said, Brian, my adopted son who was black said to me, I'm not like other black people because I'm smart. I'm telling you, the black nerd gets it. You motherfuckers want to talk about people suffering and people getting bullied and shamed. Talk to a black nerd. And don't let it be a broke black nerd. Don't let it be a broke black nerd. I mean that nerd that's in the hood that ain't got shit. Ain't got shit, but in the hood and still a nerd. Don't know how to be tough. Don't know how to motherfucking gang bang. Don't know how to stand up for themselves. I can't tell you how many nerds I've looked out for. Man, nah, man, y'all ain't gonna do that shit to him, man. Go ahead on with that bullshit. Man, nah, man. I can't tell you how many nerds I done saved. Just because I knew the motherfucking thugs and the gang bangers and all them niggas. I knew them niggas. I grew up with them niggas. So we was cool in a motherfucker. And I was a big motherfucker. So niggas wasn't too quick to motherfucking try to whoop my ass, but I wasn't a nerd. I was funny. I could make people laugh and shit. I could talk and shit like that. So I was a little different and I didn't get that. I didn't get that nerd treatment, but I would see motherfuckers wanting to fuck with nerds just to fuck with them because they can. And that shit bothered me. I was a sheepdog even at a young age. Nah, man, leave that nigga alone. I remember one time, I'll never forget this. On Everything I Love, I'll never forget this. I'm in Julian. I'm going up the stairs. I'm coming up the stairs right by the main foyer, but I'm going up like I'm going to Alpha House. So I'm coming up them stairways. And motherfuckers who been in Julian, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm coming up the stairways. And my nigga from the hood, Eddie Snakes, God rest his soul. That nigga Eddie Snakes was motherfucker. I mean, he hit this nigga Brian so motherfucking quick. Brian, is that nigga Brian Hall? Brian Hall. Facts. Hit this nigga with the 1-2 so quick, nigga. I didn't even know what had happened. But I knew Brian was a nerd. He was a nerd with the Dwayne Wayne glasses on. He was that kind of nerd. And it was something stupid where like the nigga like accidentally bumped into him, but Eddie Snakes was a gangster. He was with that shit. He was about that life. But he was from the block, so I knew him. And Eddie was like, what nigga? What? Now I saw was, I I'm like, oh, whoa. I said, whoa. Eddie Snakes. Chill. He was like, man, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? He's like, I was like, man, hold on, bro. I said, chill, man. I said, man, let this nigga breathe, man. Let this nigga go. I was like, Brian, just go, man. I was like, chill, bro. I said, man, that nigga a nerd, man. He don't want no smoke. He's like, yeah, man. Like, man, I think I want to say he bumped into him and didn't say, like, excuse me, or he, like, accidentally stepped on his shoes, or still was some stupid shit. But Brian was scared of the nigga because everybody knew who he was. He was just scared of the nigga. And the nigga just froze up. He was literally like a deer in the headlights. He was looking like, bing, 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 took them quick motherfucking shots. And was scared, didn't say shit. So it wasn't like he was trying to fuck with him. He was afraid. And that nigga got them binks put on him. Bing, bing, bink. And I stopped his binks. I'm just saying, but that's the type of shit we grew up in. We do that shit to each other. So it's like when you're talking about us taking care of us, you want us to have justice, you want us to be you want us to get justice and to bring about change, really change. Start with the motherfuckers in the mirror. And especially you, bitch, you definitely need to start in the mirror. But because before you can utter a word, you need to pick up a comb and a brush. And take that ODB special you got put in your head the fuck out and do something else with your hair, with the way that you look. You get on live, you should care about how your appearance is. It should matter. I saw a nigga video a while ago and I commented and I told him it was a big fat nigga sitting in squalor. The back of the shit that was behind him, I mean, it was a fucking pigsty. Like nasty, like food shit behind him on the floor where you can see it. And I simply commented in that dude's chat. I was like, hey, bro, I don't know you and you don't know me. But, dude, you need to care about yourself more to where you really can just clean up. I don't think you got to have the best background. And I really just told him. I said, you don't need to have the best background in the world. And I started out with just a fucking green sheet behind me. But you ain't never seen my house nasty. And me going live sitting in that shit. I said, bro, you got to do better than that. You can at least clean up. Get that trash off the floor. Wear something that's presentable. A t-shirt and some jeans, a nice t-shirt, and some jeans can go a long way for anybody, bro. And you know what he replied back and said? Man, bro, you right. Thanks for saying that. Now I could have went in on the nigga. And Amanda said, I remember that sheet. Fuck you, Amanda. You ain't have to say that. But I'm just saying. You still have to care even when it's a little. And that was one of the best things about us as black people back when there was segregation. We could wear the same outfit every day. But I promise you, every day we would wash it, even if it's out by hand. Same clothes, same one outfit, same two outfits. We would wash it every day. Every day. Even when you're talking about saying, well, this person wore these hand-me-downs, we still cared. You didn't have an iron. Niggas would take their clothes and put them under the mattress and the little spring on the bed. They would put their clothes under there and sleep on when they sleep on them in the bed, to flatten them, to iron them, to make them look as best as they could. That's the difference. That's when you're talking about self-respect, pride, cleanliness, taking care of what you have, even though it's a little bit. Yes, niggas did that in prison. Look at somebody who's done real time and went to the penitentiary. some of the cleanest people you will meet. Because that little 6x9 cell or 6x8 cell is all they have. And even though that's all they have, they be damned if they live like an animal. I could be caged like one, but I'd be damned if I live like one. And that's why you'll see them on their hands and knees scrubbing their floors with soap. That's why you'll see them washing their underwear, washing their socks, hanging that shit up, because they refuse to live like animals, even though they may be getting treated like one. It's dignity, self-respect. And we, niggas, black community, whatever the fuck you want to call it, we've lost that. We don't have any self-respect for ourselves, let alone for our neighbors, let alone for that nigga that's ops, let alone for the nigga I don't know. So when you want to talk about change, really changing, snapping the finger and making a change, start with the man in the mirror, please. Because there's plenty of things that you can do about yourself that can affect how you are viewed by others, which can affect how others view you, which can affect how others view the group, which can affect how others will look at us as a whole. We have to get to a point, regardless of what the fuck happened, what was the cause of it. It was the white man. It was slave mentality. It was all of this other shit that happened. We got to get to a point to where we can affect our own change, and we're doing it because it matters to us. Because we see ourselves as valuable. We see ourselves as being more than just a nigga with a felony from Ohio. More than just a person who's stealing debit cards, more than just a person who want to run from the police, more than just a person who want to fight the police. Be the humanity that you want people to treat you with. Be the change that you want to see. We hear that shit all the time. How about we just do it? How about we just do it? How about you just do it? Who's ever watching this, you just do it. How about you change? You do something different. And hope that you impact someone else to do something different. That's why I say when I do these types of videos, I'm not tripping on the nigga that's dead. I'm not. He's dead. He's gone. Ain't no coming back. This ain't the Crow. There ain't no coming back. However, there's somebody else who's going to run from the police tomorrow. There's somebody running from the police right now. How about we just stop doing that? Go to jail, nigga. It's okay. You'll get out. Jail is not a death sentence. But reaching for your gun is. Not wanting to go to jail because you got a DUI is. Not selling a fake 20 or passing a fake 20 while you're high on fentanyl is. Stop putting yourself in situations where you will fucking die over nothing. Because the only thing that's going to happen after that, and listen, I promise you this, only thing that's going to happen after that, they going to bury your ass, put a GoFundMe up, and sue. And the money that they get will not be here to honor you. They won't spend a dime on your ass. Look at Tyshawn Lee mama. You think that bitch is worrying about her son right now? Nope. She on to the next dick, on to the next nigga. Facts. You think all of these motherfuckers that Tamir Rice, you think that they motherfuckers is still worried and tore up about? Nope. Moving on. You think Sandra Bland parents are motherfucking words said, well, it's just we just can't get over? Nope. They wouldn't even bail her out of jail. $500. I'm telling you, young people, when you dead and gone, you will have your funeral and everything else, you will be forgotten. Once that check clears, once that money is spent, they won't think about you another day. So don't die over nothing stupid. You are worth more than a lawsuit, and I'll be the one to say it. You young niggas, you old niggas, you unshot niggas, you untased niggas, y'all are worth more than a GoFundMe and a fucking lawsuit. You are. And I would hope that you would think you can offer the world something more than a lawsuit and a GoFundMe check. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that somebody will watch this video and just decide to make a change just a little bit and do something different. And the next time they get pulled over, comply. The next time they get put under arrest, comply. Take the ride to the joint, man. You're gonna be in and out before you know it. Don't put your life on the line for something as simple as a fucking misdemeanor. For something as simple as a fucking ticket. For something as simple as going to court for your case that you know you already got. I want to give a shout out to everybody that donated, everybody that clicked the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Shout out to everybody that donated. Did I hit everybody? My man Mega Mortis, Brandy, Leviathan, Billy Goat, thank you so much. Bolo, thank you, bro. Monica, thank you. I appreciate it. And Truth Talker Teacher, thank you so much. And over on the PayPal, I want to give a shout out to Tara. Hit your boy up with 23 bucks, 25 bucks. Thank you so much. Hold on, there's somebody else. And Selena hit your boy with $5. She said, for the bonnet. You like the bonnet? I had to do it. I just had to do it. And Selena hit your boy with another 10 bucks. Thank you so much. And for Robert, hit your boy with $4.37. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. That was 3 days ago. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button if this is your first time. And just know you can still donate by watching this on the replay. Thank you guys. Y'all have an amazing night. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America, where it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed to both channels and click the like button on both channels. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace, and I'm out. What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out. And for those of you that stayed, thunder rats are on the move. Thunder rats are loose. Dun-dun, feel the magic, hear the roar. Thunder rats are loose. Ba-bana, thunder, 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 thunder rats. Down, 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 down. Thunder, 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 thunder rats. Down, 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 down. Thunder, 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 thunder rats. Down, 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 down. Thunder, 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 thunder rats. Here I is. How about y'all?